You know, the perfect lead-in to this matchup tonight, Sticks and Blue Collar Man, because it is going to be some Blue Collar football tonight here as we get set to bring you a battle of undefeated teams, and not just in the conference, but overall tonight as we begin the second half of the 2025 schedule. Tonight, it is 5-0 Fairview against 5-0 Paulding. At stake, first and foremost, will be the driver's seat in the GMC, but also the aftermath of this, a ton of computer points to the winner of this one tonight. Andy Brigle with you here on this Friday night. It's the pregame show presented to you by AG Irrigation. Maximize yield, minimize waste, and then water when needed. Doug Rakes, in his second go-round as head coach at Fairview in his third year back, has a juggernaut of an offense this season that we're going to dive more into. This on the heels of the 11th playoff appearance in school history last year, where they knocked off Woodmore and then fell to Ottawa Hills in the second round. For Jim Menzie in his fourth season at his alma mater, actually both these coaches, head coaches at their alma mater, he has Paulding off to another terrific start after a 7-4 year last year. They're exactly where they were last year at this time this year at 5-0. They, like Fairview, also a very strong offensive team, but on paper right now, the edge defensively does go to Paulding. We're going to dive into some of those numbers as the evening wears on. It's the AG Irrigation pregame show. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation about both these teams on B-Rock Sports.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
Innovative Ag Management of Hicksville handles all of your ag needs. Chemicals, GPS soil testing, GPS fertilizer, lime and chicken manure application, corn, soybean, wheat, and small seed and more. Call Mike, Joe, or Ryan today at 419-658-8423. Innovative Ag Management, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches.
Here at the Williams County Veterans Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
Back out here in Paulding, Ohio on this glorious Friday night. Temperatures here in the mid-70s for this Week 6 matchup between Fairview and Paulding. Time to dive in on both these teams and have a conversation about both Fairview and Paulding, presented to you by Brian Ford Lincoln, where you can find new and used vehicle savings. And, of course, it's all from your multiple-time President's Award-winning dealer, Brian Ford Lincoln. Both teams 5-0, and we mentioned both high-powered offenses. Fairview scores 42 a game. Paulding 45 points per game coming in. Paulding has been better defensively. They are allowing just 9 a game and allowing just 63 yards rushing per game and only 59 yards through the air. So those totals will be, of course, tested tonight. Fairview giving up 22 points per game, and in talking with head coach Doug Rakes, they have been very susceptible to the run. They are allowing just under 200 yards per game at 191 per tonight and just not tackling extremely well overall. Fairview has the best quality win on the schedule between the two. They defeated a really good Delta team in week 2, but own wins over Wauseon, Delta, Bryan, Ayersville, and Tenora. The closest game in the first couple of weeks. They played Wauseon close at 34-28. That Delta game that we did, 36-32. Hammered Bryan 47-7. Pulled away from Ayersville. It was a close first half, 43-14, and then beat Tenora last week, 49-28. It has been an easier road for the Paulding Panthers as they have shut out Swanton 55-0, North Central 61-0, blitzed Jefferson 33-7, manhandled Wayne Trace 39-7, and then held on to beat Ayersville last week in a bit of a shootout, 35-32. As we dive into some of the numbers, let's start with Paulding. Colton Hunt is their quarterback. He's completing 61% of his passes, 1,288 yards through the air, 17 touchdowns, and has thrown only 2 INTs on the season. Avery Cooper, the leading rusher, with 50 carries for 260 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry, and he has scored 6 rushing touchdowns on the season. The top wide receivers, Blake Roanhouse and Jordan Manns, and they are vertical threats. They have really good speed for this Paulding team. Roanhouse, 23 catches for 409 and 8 touchdowns. Jordan Manns has 20 catches for 558 yards and 6 touchdowns. Jalen Manns, 12 catches for 293. You look at the Manns brothers, Jordan 28 yards per catch, Jalen 24 yards per catch, and Roanhouse at 18 yards per catch on the season. For the Fairview Apaches, of course, their engine that makes them go is quarterback Will Zedike, who is having a terrific senior season this year. Zedike completing 66% of his passes, just a tick under 1,500 yards through the air at 1,498. Like Hunt, 17 TD passes, and like Hunt, just 2 INTs thrown on the season. The leading receiver is Logan Olinger. He has more than doubled up the next closest wide receiver. Olinger, the go-to guy, with 40 receptions for 649 and 8 touchdowns on the season. So he's averaging 16 yards per catch. Gavin Mead, 17 catches for 284 and 3 touchdowns. And then it's Gavin Garza with 12 catches for 133 yards and a touchdown on the season. Zedike, the leading rusher, with 51 carries for 299, averaging right around 6 yards per carry, has scored 6 touchdowns on the season. Drayden Grinnell Dennis has 134 yards rushing, and Kellen Beals at 108 on the season. As you look at what's happened in the conference and where these teams stack up coming into tonight, they are the last 2 undefeated teams in GMC football at 2-0, and of course at 5-0 overall. Edgerton, Antwerp, Wayne Trace, and Tenora still very much in the picture here early in the schedule. They're all 1-1, and Edgerton 4-1 overall on the season. Fairview has the number 1 offense in the conference at 438 yards per game. Paulding has the number 3 offense in the GM3C at 364 yards per game. Paulding, the number 1 defense, they've given up just 610 total yards through the first half of the season. So that's just 122 a game is what they're averaging. And then Fairview is 4th in the conference in team defense. That's based on yardage. These are the top 2 scoring offenses. Edgerton is 3rd. We mentioned Paulding, 45 a night. Fairview at 42 a game. Paulding is the number 1 defense at 9 points per game allowed.
No matter what car you drive.
And then 22 points per game allowed by the Fairview Apaches entering play tonight. So those are some of those GMC totals on the season. Digging a little bit deeper as far as overall, this will be the 10th game in the series. Fairview has dominated the overall series, 7-2. They knocked off Paulding last year. One of the big points, Paulding has struggling in the kicking game. They punt the ball pretty well, but the kicking game has been a struggle for them, and that cost them last year where they had some missed kicks. Fairview hung on and knocked off Paulding 21-18. Fairview trying for a 6-0 start. Last time they started 6-0 was back in 2020. Meanwhile, for Paulding to get to 6-0, that would be a long time coming. You got to go back to 1988, the last time a Paulding football team began the year 6-0. And speaking of this matchup, how big is it for conference unbeatens? The last time this deep in the year we had teams sitting undefeated was when Fairview played at Ayersville back in 2006, when both teams came in at 8-0. That's a conversation about this matchup here tonight, and that conversation is brought to you by Brian Ford Lincoln. Stop by for new and used vehicle savings, and of course they are your President's Award-winning dealer, Brian Ford Lincoln. More on the AG Irrigation pregame show as we continue from sunny Paulding here on B-Rock Sports.
Are you ready to tackle your next projects with the best equipment in town? Then look no further than Black Swamp Equipment, serving Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance. Right now, we have incredible deals on steel chainsaws. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior, Steel has you covered. And that's not all. Need to chip or split that wood? We've got you covered with wood chipper and wood splitter rentals too. But wait, there's more. Our Milwaukee tool sale is happening now. Upgrade your tool kit with top quality Milwaukee tools at unbeatable prices. Stop in or give us a call to discover everything that's on sale. Black Swamp Equipment. Locations in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
Hi, this is Russ Davies with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. Community means caring for the people we call neighbors and the places we call home. For the past 100 years, Andrews O'Neill & Lowe has been proud to do just that. In partnership with Central Insurance, we're honored by your trust in us to protect your family, assets, business, and everything that matters most to you. Thanks for being a part of our story. We've provided you peace of mind over the past century and look forward to doing the same for the next 100 years. Learn more at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the action is here. High school sports are back, and Bryan Home Center is proud to cheer on our hometown teams all season long. When the game's over, bring that winning spirit home with incredible deals on furniture, mattresses, flooring, and outdoor poly furniture. Whether it's a recliner for watching the highlights or new flooring for your home turf, Bryan Home Center has you covered. Proud supporter of local athletes, Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan. Stop in today and save big.
Andy Brigle back here at Keyser Field in Paulding, Ohio. This is take your pick. It's either 1A or 1B in the terrific game department. We're going to dive into the other big one here in just a few moments, as tonight it will be the Fairview Paulding game here, and then, of course, the gigantic matchup tonight around the area comes in the NWOAL, Patrick Henry and Liberty Center, as Liberty Center comes in riding a 40-game regular season winning streak and a 30-game home winning streak. We'll get into some of those numbers as the evening rolls on as well. We'll also tell you about what's happening in other games around the area tonight in terms of the score updates throughout the night. We'll run through that schedule here in just a couple of minutes as to the matchups around the area here on this Friday night. We mentioned Jim Menzie is in his fourth year as head coach at Paulding, 19-18 at his alma mater. They went 7-4 last year, 4-3 in the GMC. They did make the postseason. In fact, they've been in the playoffs the last 2 years, and they fell to Bluffton a season ago. Meanwhile, for Fairview, 5-0, 2-0 in the GMC. They beat Woodmore and lost to Ottawa Hills in the second round. That after a 9-3 regular season and a second-place finish in the GMC last year behind the champion Tenora Rams. Doug Rakes in his 11th year overall, his third year back at Fairview, 66-47 as the head coach of the Fairview Apaches. Inching closer to the opening kick tonight here in this one, and we will get into the game changers here tonight and what potentially decides this matchup here this evening, and that'll be brought to you by the F&M Bank. That's coming up in just a moment. Your pregame show rolls on a Friday night. It is Military Appreciation Night tonight in Paulding. I know most, if not all, schools in Ohio are doing some form of a military appreciation football night, and tonight it is serving here in Paulding County. Your pregame show brought to you by AG Irrigation. Maximize yield, minimize waste, and then water when needed. We will have more on the pregame show as we tell you the Week 6 schedule of games right now. Other than Fairview at Paulding, Edgerton is at Ayersville tonight. Tenora is at Antwerp, and Hicksville travels to Wayne Trace. Patrick Henry's at Liberty Center. In the NWOAL, Evergreen at Bryan, Swanton at Archibald, and Wasion's at Delta. In the TAC tonight, it's Whiteford, Michigan at Montpelier. Eden is hosting Ottawa Hills. Summerfield, Michigan's at North Central. Shawnee's at Defiance tonight in the WBL. Southview at Napoleon in the NLL, and Holgate's taking on Sebring McKinley in 8-man football. Strikers at Chalker tomorrow in 8-man, and also tomorrow in Saturday football in the TAC, it's Erie Mason, Michigan at Hilltop. Now the F&M Bank Game Changers, and you heard a little bit about it there. Doug Rake said we just have to tackle much better than we have done this season, and in particular the way we didn't do it last week overall against Ayersville. For Paulding, Jim Menzie and company know that they're going to be spread out tonight. Their DBs are going to get challenged. A D-line that has been maligned a little bit, even in this 5-0 start and allowing only 9 a game. They need to play with a lot more physicality against this Ayersville team in talking with the coaching staff tonight. So that is something that is important as it comes for the Paulding Panthers. Those are some of the big keys for tonight. Hey, discover the money-saving benefits of a new kind of checking account. With the Bundler by F&M, you can save money on the things you're already paying for. And that's while still getting all the features you expect from a checking account. Think of it as your financial playbook, packed with exclusive benefits and savings right at your fingertips. Don't get sidelined. Score big today with the Bundler at your local F&M or fm.bank. Member FDIC. That's the F&M Bank Game Changers for the game tonight. Your officials working tonight's game here. The referee is Dave Kinn. The umpire is Dave Schultz. The linesman is Harold Hightower. The lines judge is Ryan Doe. And the back judge is Robert Reiser. Those are your officials working this matchup tonight. Weather is going to be absolutely of no concern. Not much of a breeze. We have nothing but sunshine. No rain in the forecast for tonight. So you are going to have terrific weather for this Week 6 game. We're going to begin the game with temperatures in the mid-70s, and we won't get out of it. We'll be in the 60s before the night is done, but that's as cool as it will get here in this one. What more could you want? Game number 6, a couple of 5-0 teams ready to collide. Fairview and Paulding tonight here on B-Rock 100.9. That'll do it for the pregame show tonight, and that is brought to you by AG Irrigation, where you can maximize yield, minimize waste, and then water when needed. A couple of 5-0 teams collide in Fairview and Paulding. When we come back to Paulding, the kickoff on B-Rock 100.9.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Chad Hall with Spartan Crop Insurance is your locally owned and trusted agent for close to 20 years. Chad has built strong relationships, so you know he's working hard for you by helping you make informed decisions. And with Spartan Crop Insurance, you'll have the peace of mind even on the hardest days. Good luck to all area teams from Chad Hall and Spartan Crop Insurance Agency. Spartan Crop Insurance is what we do all day, every day. An equal opportunity employer.
Family is at the heart of everything we do. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we understand that your family's needs evolve over time, and we're here to support you through every stage of your journey. Whether it's saving for your kids' education, upgrading to a larger home, or planning for retirement, we're here to help you prioritize what matters most. Join us at Midwest Community, and let's build a stronger financial future for your family. Visit us online at midwestcommunity.org to learn more today.
Oh no, winter is coming. Is that old door letting in the cold? Peltz Lumber in Montpelier and Pioneer has the best solution, a stunning masonite entry door. With rot-proof composite jambs and endless glass-style choices, you'll replace that rusty, leaky door with one that's as efficient as it is beautiful. Don't wait. Make your front door a statement piece this season. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
587. And now this time, in order to honor America,
getting ready to pause here on Military Night for our national anthem, so we'll step aside and take a break. Back for the opening kickoff in just a moment.
The Fairview Athletic Boosters was formed in 1968 to support athletic teams at Fairview High School. The Boosters' goal for 53 years has been to promote good sportsmanship and give financial support for equipment and venue upgrades for all of their athletes. They try to back all their coaches and athletes on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the diamonds, on the track, on the course, and on the links. They also encourage fans to attend contests in person and root on the Apaches. For information on becoming a Fairview Athletic Booster member, go to the Fairview Facebook page or the Fairview website for details. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Apaches!
The Jewel Grain Company is your locally owned and agricultural company with locations in Jewel, Ney, Okolona, and Defiance. They offer a range of services including grain storage, transportation, and marketing. The Jewel Grain Company, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches and all area athletes.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Andy Brigle back with you here at Keyser Field in Paulding. This showdown of undefeated teams between Fairview and Paulding being brought to you in part by Fritsch Excavating, where they have all of your excavating needs covered and grading needs, concrete breaking and hauling, debris removal, demolition, dirt removal, driveway removal, foundations, lot cleaning, and more at Fritsch Excavating, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches. We mentioned there are other big games tonight, with the other one being Liberty Center and Patrick Henry. Liberty is riding a 40-game regular season winning streak. That last loss came September 17th of 2021, and they have a 30-game home winning streak. PH last defeated Liberty Center back in 2018, but nothing holds a candle to the longest winning streak in the nation. It's a state record, by the way, in the state of Ohio, and that's Marion Local. They are going for number 70 in a row tonight in their matchup. So 69 straight and 4 state championships for Marion Local. Meanwhile, we're ready to go here. Paulding going to get their hands on the football first to start this one here. It is teed up for Fairview by Landrick Vandermeid has it teed up and ready to roll here on a Friday night in week number 6, and off we go. Paulding will receive it left to right, and it's going to sail into the end zone for a touchback, and it'll be first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. That quarterback is Colt Hunt. He is 6'1", 180-pound senior. He was the starter last year. He's a left-hander. He's athletic. They'll move him out of the pocket. In fact, some feel like he is at his best when he gets outside of the pocket. So keep an eye on that. They have threats in the Mans brothers, and Roanhouse has vertical threats and a running game with Avery Cooper. It'll be 3 down linemen to start for Fairview. It'll be a 5-wide look for Paulding. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Now Hunt will shift, get under center. He'll bring 2 backs inside, Jalen Mans and Avery Cooper in an I formation, and it will be a toss to Mans. Mans trying to get the edge at the 20, can't get away. He's lassoed in nicely among those over there, Gavin Garza and also Grinnell Dennis. It is a short gain of about 3 for Mans, and it'll be second down and 7 coming up. So we'll see different formation looks from Paulding. They will spread the field. They will go in that shotgun look. They started in that and then climbed under center. They're going to be a little bit more deliberate offensively than Fairview. 2nd down and 7 from their own 23. Hash mark to the far side. Pistol formation. Trips to the right. One receiver to the left, and a running back is Cooper. Jumping into the neutral zone was Fairview. That'll be a penalty on Adam Spangler. A little bit too eager, and that will gain 5, and now it'll set up a 2nd down and 2. Fairview knows they can't beat themselves. Got to cut down on the penalties as well as this game rolls on. Again, pistol formation. 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver left. Cooper, the running back. The lefty, Hunt, wants to throw. Throws over the middle. Little curl route is going to be caught at the 34-yard line. The reception is made by Jackson Griffith, and that'll move the chains for the Paulding Panthers. A gain of 9 on the play. Hunt in the pocket that time. A little quicker, I guess I should say, to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the left, a wing and a tight end to the right out of that pistol. There's a quick pop and a throw to the far side. Pass is going to be caught by Blake Roanhouse, who will be nudged out of bounds by Huffman of Fairview on that far sideline. They'll get him out of bounds at the 39, so that's a pickup of 7 on the play. So it will be a first down pickup there. Oh, we're going to get that called back. It's a holding penalty on Paulding. So that'll drop them back 10. Fairview needing to see strides here on the defensive side of things. Although they can obviously very equipped to win shootouts, but that's just the side that Doug Rakes wants to see more on. 2 receivers left. A wing to the right, they give to Cooper, running left side, is able to chisel his way across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. So Cooper will get 3 on that carry. Coming over to make the stop was Spangler for Fairview as that gain got him out to the 32. It'll be 2nd down and 12 from the 32-yard line. Hash mark far side. Paulding moving left to right with a 2nd down and 12. Trips to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Again, a pistol formation for Hunt with Cooper behind him. Hunt gets the snap. Hunt throws. Slant route is going to be caught by Manns, and that is Jalen Manns on the reception. He'll be ridden down by Brody Williams. That'll be a gain out to the 39-yard line, and a pickup of 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and medium. 3rd and 5 from the 34-yard line. Just underway, 9.5 to go, opening quarter on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. No score in this one. So a 3rd down, trips to the right side, single receiver to the left, pistol formation. The lone setback is Cooper on 3rd down and 5. Hunt wants it down the side, down the seam, and he just overthrew Manns, who slipped through double coverage. That was Jordan Manns, who was the intended receiver, and it will be incomplete. And now the Paulding punt team, we assume, will come on here. I mean, that would be a heck of a gamble on your first set of downs for Jim Menzie to go for this on 4th down and 5. And that is not going to be the case. It will be Jalen Manns to punt it away. Has done a great job punting the football this year for the Paulding Panthers. When you score 45 a night, you don't do it very often, but has done a good job in that capacity. The left-footed boot will be a high hanger that will be caught on the middle by Olinger, looking for a peel-back block, and it's going to be probably a penalty flag. Multiple flags down for a block in the back that time. That will send Fairview back, and it was one you just need to peel off of that and leave that one alone. And Fairview was unable to do that, and it's going to cost them yardage here. But the offense will head out onto the field for the first time. When we talk to you about those starters, we want to make sure that you knew they were brought to you by Allied Molded Products, where innovation sparks opportunity since 1958. Fairview's opening possession of the night will get them back inside the 20-yard line is where they're going to begin this, probably closer to the 15, it looks like. And it will be at the 16-yard line for Will Zedike and this Fairview offense. Top 2 scoring offenses in the GMC. 3 receivers set to the left, 1 receiver to the right, 1 running back for Zedike. Paulding has 4 down linemen, 2 down linemen and 2 edge rushers with a couple of linebackers. How many will rush Zedike? You got to probably have a spy on him as well. Very capable runner. Zedike to throw. Heat coming from Paulding. Zedike breaks contain. He's on the near side. He's at the 15 and is submarine down at the 16-yard line. So 1 on the run. Tackle is made by Nick Boffman for Paulding as Zedike makes it 2nd down. And actually, it's going to be no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 16-yard line. But quickly on the ball, 2-by-2 look with stacked receivers to the near side. Now they stack them on the far side. Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. Play action to him. Zedike throws. The out route is going to be caught here on the near sideline by Logan Oldinger, and he'll have a gain of about 8 to the near sideline to the 24-yard line. He'll be nudged out of bounds by Jason Manns. If it takes us a little bit to identify, right around 9 players had different numbers because of military night. Curl route, Oldinger has it. Ollinger's going to have the 1st down with forward progress. He's buried by Manns and company, and it will be a 1st down pickup out to the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10, Apaches at their own 27. Coming down on 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, no score. 5 wide look, a pump and a go route down the near sideline, and he overthrew his intended target, Gavin Mead, and the first miss of the night for quarterback Will Zedike. They had bracketed coverage. Manns over the top. Roanhouse was underneath on that route. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 27. Fairview moving right to left. Hashpark to the near side on the spot. 8:03 to go in the quarter. No score on the Andres O'Neill and Low scoreboard. First possession of the game for these Apaches. A couple of 5-0 teams matching up here tonight at Keyser Field in Paulding. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Now Grinnell Dennis goes in motion. They'll throw it to him in the flat. He makes the catch on the run. 25, gets the edge, 30, and is pushed out of bounds on the far side by Manns. Jordan Manns sticks him to the 32. That's a pass play of about 6, and it will be 3rd down and 4 coming up here for this Fairview offense. Can the Paulding defense, the number 1 defense in the GMC, get an early stop? 4 receivers set to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Empty backfield, 3rd down and 4. Here's Zedike, surveys, throws, got a man over the middle. Mead 1st down at midfield. Still on his feet down to the 45. He'll be cut down there, but not before he gets 18 on the pitch and catch. And it will be a gain for the 1st down and a big 3rd down conversion for Fairview. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line, and again, they are quickly on the ball. 2-by-2 receiver look to the right and left. Grinnell Dennis is the lone setback on this 1st and 10. First trip into enemy territory for Fairview at the Paulding 45-yard line. Zedike gets the snap. Edge pressure. He'll step up and is flush near side. Got a stiff arm and now steps out of bounds. He'll lose yardage on the play. It's a sack. Giving chase here on the near sideline was Javon Stiltner, and that's a loss of 4. And it will be 2nd down and 14 for Fairview back at the 49-yard line of Paulding. 2nd and 14, hash mark near side. First possession for Fairview. 8th play of the drive coming up. Paulding had it for 4 snaps and had to punt. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers left, so that'll empty the backfield for Fairview on this 2nd and 14. Grinnell Dennis goes in motion far side. Zedike wants to throw. Zedike coming flush to the near side, sets, fires downfield, and coming back to help his quarterback out is Mead. A stiff arm, he's at the 30 and out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll be taken out by Jordan Manns, but that'll be a 1st down pickup of 26 on the play, or should be a 2nd down pickup to get a 1st down of 26 to the 23-yard line. And quickly, Zedike 5 out of his first 6 for Fairview, and they're getting closer to the red zone. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Zedike on the give to Grinnell Dennis into the teeth of that defense. Backs his way inside the 20 down near the 18-yard line. He'll be brought down by Parker Egner, who is a 5'9", 210-pound bowling ball, but a run of 5 on the play for Grinnell Dennis. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from the 18-yard line of Paulding. Initial possession of the night for the Apaches. And they're in the red zone now with a 2nd and 5 at the Paulding 18. 6:40 to play in the first quarter. 5 wide look, 3 to the right, 2 receivers to the left. So that'll empty things for Zedike. Zedike the snap. Blitz pressure coming. Throws. Got a wide open receiver at the 10-yard line, and brought down there is Brody Williams at about the 8-yard line. So that's 10 more on the play. Mans made the stop. It was Jordan Mans, but now it is 1st and goal for Fairview at the 8-yard line of the Paulding Panthers. They'll stare over, get the sign, a hand signal sign. 2 receivers each way. Grinnell Dennis is the only running back. He'll be the left side of quarterback Zedike on this 1st and goal snap at the 8. Grinnell Dennis off that pull out that time. It's kept by Zedike on the zone read keep. More of an RPO, not zone read, but an RPO action, and no gain on the play for Zedike on that keep. It'll be 2nd down and goal at the 8-yard line. Beautiful night here for this showdown of undefeateds between Fairview and Paulding in week 6. 2nd and goal at the 8. 11th play of the drive coming up for Fairview. They'll bunch 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, 1 running back. That's Grinnell Dennis. Play clock down to 10. Snap comes. Zedike looks, got a man in the flat. Grinnell Dennis will coast into the end zone for the touchdown on the 8-yard pickup. And it's all about matchups here with this Fairview game plan in space, and Zedike gets his 18th touchdown pass of the season as he connects on an 8-yarder to Grinnell Dennis, and Fairview on the board first. A very controlled drive by the Apaches. And now it'll be Landrick Vandermeid on for the extra point. Got an update. Hicksville leads Wayne Trace 6-0. That is early in the first quarter of that one in the GMC. High snap, it's placed down. Extra point is on the way, and it is good. First score of the night belongs to Fairview. They lead Paulding 7-0 on B-Rock Sports.
Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan and pick up your gallon of paint to finish up those outside projects at tremendous prices. Find the newest colors that are trending for 2025 and the best paint on the market, Clark & Kensington. Clark & Kensington paint should be your paint of choice. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Clark & Kensington paint with the primer built right in is the only paint you'll ever buy. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is ready to help. Ace, the helpful place.
Well, that is an impressive 11-play, 84-yard drive for Fairview after Paulding punted it on their first possession. Will Zedike, an 8-yard TD pass to Grinnell Dennis. That's a great drive engineered by Zedike. And there were the strength of this Paulding defense is probably that secondary. It's an athletic secondary, and they worked that secondary over because there were a lot of white jerseys that were open on that drive. So good job in getting those athletes in space and grabbing the early 7-0 advantage here in this one. Evergreen on the board first over Bryan, we understand. 7-0 in that one. First game home in a while for Bryan. They had spent the last month on the road in the last 2 games against PH and Liberty Center. And those are games for Bryan football to go and die, and they did. It shows you the haves and the have-nots in the NWOAL right now. Here's Vandermeid on the kickoff now. He'll boom it away, and it will bounce and bounce all the way into the infield, or into the end zone. I'm looking out over the Paulding baseball field as well, so I had infield in my head. Plus, we have divisional races going on tonight. I'm sure Goobs will keep me updated on Guardians Rangers. Tigers are playing Boston. Cleveland has overtaken Detroit, or they did, and now it's tied, but Cleveland has the tiebreaker in that. So we'll have baseball updates. Of course, Mets, Reds, Diamondbacks in play for the final wild card in the NLL. Or the NL, not NLL, the NL of play. So almost a triangle look now in the backfield. It's a pistol, but they've added a lead blocker, and that's Cooper back there. The throw to the far side, Jordan Mann's on the catch. They love getting the Mann's brothers in space, and why not? They just collect 15 or 14 on the pass play before being wrestled down on the play by Steven Mendez on the far side. Short drops, get athletes in space, and let them go make plays. The Mann's brothers, Jalen and Jordan, Blake Roanhouse. This is a great matchup tonight. Skill on skill between Paulding and Fairview. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line, their own 34. It'll be Colton Hunt on the run, trying to turn it on the inside. He'll run for about 4 to the 38-yard line. Slam to the turf that time for Fairview by Brody Williams and Drayden Grinnell Dennis. It'll be a gain of 4 on that keeper for Hunt, his first designed run of the night. 2nd down and 6 from the 38. Paulding quickly on the ball, 2-by-2 receiver set, and now the left side tackle jumped, and that's Javron Stiltner. So it'll now be 2nd down and 11, the second penalty on the night on the Paulding Panthers. Next week, it's back to the TAC. I'll be in Montpelier. It's homecoming night there for the Ottawa Hills at Montpelier matchup. We'll try to keep you updated on Montpelier or Whiteford among the games tonight. Whiteford the favorite in the TAC, and Montpelier getting their shot. Montpelier came into that 3-2 overall. 2nd down and around 10 for this first down. Pistol formation, twins left and right for the Panthers. Cooper in the backfield, throwing it near side. It is caught by Roanhouse, and he is smoked immediately by Elijah Aaron, a safety. It'll be a pickup of 6 on the play to the 40-yard line. Aaron has done a nice job of playing in his first year of varsity football, getting a spot in the defensive secondary at strong safety. Defensive secondary at strong safety. 2nd down, or 3rd down and 4, beg your pardon. 3rd and 4 from the 40. 3 receiver set to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Pistol formation. Cooper the tailback. Back to throw is Hunt. Hunt feeling some heat. Throws over the middle. It's in and out of the hands of the intended target for Paulding. And I think that was Roanhouse. Waiting to see these military uniforms, trying to see that number. No, it was Jackson Griffith who was the intended receiver. And now it'll be 4th and 4 for Paulding at their own 40-yard line. And so Mans is on for his second punt. Still without a first down early on in this game. 3:29 left in the quarter. 7-0 Fairview, and they're going to get the football back. As Jalen Mans, is ready to kick it away. Another high. This is end over end, and it'll be Olinger signaling and getting the fair catch. 3:21 to go in the opening quarter. Fairview ball up 7-0 when we return.
Huddle up, hometown fans. State Bank is here to help you win big this season. Whether you're driving toward a new home, passing on your savings to the next generation, or making the winning play with a business loan, we say, put us in, coach. Make the switch to State Bank. You'll get the home field advantage for all your financial needs. Loan subject to credit approval, yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 403044.
All right, out of the exchange of possessions, empty backfield, 5 wide look. Zedike looks, wants the home run ball down the sideline for Olinger and just led him too far, incomplete. Logan Olinger had a step on Roanhouse, and they just were unable to make the connection. GMC update, Wayne Trace has taken the lead on Hicksville 7-6. Trace in a cluster of teams sitting at 1-1. The only 2-0 teams in the league are in this game. So first place all by themselves on the line in this one. 2nd down and 10 for Fairview at their own 23-yard line. It will be Zedike. Quick pop far side, threw it too tall for Gavin Garza. back-to-back incompletions, and some extracurriculars at the end of that play, and the flags come in. So, from the initial indication, this is going to be a flag on perhaps Fairview. They were battling behind the play. It's a dead ball foul, we know that. Personal foul against Fairview, yes. So the down counts, and now it takes you into a third and long situation, 3rd and 25. Well, not quite that, because it's going to be a half the distance penalty. So 3rd down back at the 11, 3rd and 21 for this Fairview offense, back at their own 11-yard line. So now 3 receivers set to the right. Deuces to the left, empty backfield. Zedike to throw. Zedike wants a big one. Down the seam, got a man wide open. It's caught. 45-40 and taken down at the 32-yard line. Brody Williams got behind everybody. And he gains 57 on the pass play. Paulding has got to be just going berserk at themselves to how do you let anybody behind you on 3rd and 21? And a big hitter and a timeout. Paulding to gather themselves now as Zedike threw a beauty to Brody Williams. 2:55 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Fairview, and they just hit a big one. Timeout on the field, and we'll be right back.
It's game time, and Direct Link is your home team for unbeatable deals. Score big on appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, Frigidaire, and Amana. Furnish your space with winning style from Ashley Furniture, and sleep like a champion on a Molecule or Puffy mattress. And when the clock's ticking on a repair, Direct Link's all-star service team works on all appliances. Proud to back our local athletes, Direct Link, your hometown connection for quality, comfort, and service.
Chad Hall with Spartan Crop Insurance is your locally owned and trusted agent for close to 20 years. Chad has built strong relationships, so you know he's working hard for you by helping you make informed decisions. And with Spartan Crop Insurance, you'll have the peace of mind even on the hardest days. Good luck to all area teams from Chad Hall and Spartan Crop Insurance Agency. Spartan Crop Insurance is what we do all day, every day. An equal opportunity employer.
We are late in the first, and the TAC Eden and Ottawa Hills are scoreless in that game. 1st and 10 after a 3rd and 21 conversion from their own 11. 5 wide look, 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. That 3 receiver set to the wide side of the field. Hash mark far side on the 1st and 10 at the 32. Zedike getting a little pressure, throws over the middle, another man open, but he overthrew him, and it's picked off. Intercepted at the 13, returning to the 40, and all the way out near midfield on the return is Jackson Griffith. So there is the INT. Zedike had the man in the seam and then threw the pick, and Griffith with a great return of 33 yards to his own 46-yard line. And that's where Paulding will set up shop in search of their first down. That's the first ball tonight. Well, maybe not the first, but certainly one that Will Zedike wants back right now, because he had a receiver down the seam, and he overthrew him, and now it's a pickoff and a return back to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 46. Moving left to right, another 243. 2 receivers set to the right, a wing to the left. Quick pop to Mans. It's Jordan Mans on the reception, trying to run out of a tackle. Cannot get away from Gavin Garza. Pretty sure-handed tackler. It's a gain of 3. Hunt to Jordan Mans. And it'll be 2nd down and about 7 for the 1st down for Paulding. 7-0 Fairview on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard show in this matchup of undefeated teams. Paulding now in a straight huddle situation here. 2 receivers right, wing to the left side. Cooper the only running back. Cooper gets the call. Cooper at the 45, downhill inside the 40 to the 37-yard line before he is submarined there by Logan Olinger. but that is a solid run of 15 for Cooper on his second carry of the night. And a 1st and 10 now for Paulding at the Fairview 37. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast, both of these teams north of 40 a game. Fairview offense 42 a night. Paulding offense 45 a night. We never thought this would be like a 7-6 type game. Here's Hunt on the zone read keep. Bounces outside. Hunt at the 35. Stiff arm before being taken down on the play. Good open field stop made by Shady Fritsch at the 31-yard line, but Hunt got 6. Couple carries for him and 10 yards now on the game here early on. 2nd and 4, Paulding at the Fairview 31-yard line. Hash mark far side. Next snap going to happen right around the 1 minute mark, if not a little bit under here in this first quarter of play. An entertaining first quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. A pair of running backs out of that pistol look. It'll be Mans, and that is Jalen Mans, who's able to burrow his way down to about the 27-yard line. He is going to be close to a first down here with 53 seconds left in the quarter. Oh, I did not see the flag. We're going to get something here, I think, on Paulding to negate that run by Jalen Mans. At least that's the way it's looking. Oh, beg your pardon. It's a face mask on Fairview. So the run stands as we get another update on that game between Hicksville and Wayne Trace. Hicksville retakes the lead 14-7. So now Paulding gets even closer. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line for Paulding. Hunt and that offense. 40 seconds and rolling to go in the quarter. They've gotten to the end of the first with Eden and Ottawa Hills scoreless. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Paulding lines up in the pistol with 6 on the play clock. And a flag is going to be thrown. We're going to get a false start on Paulding. So now it'll be 1st and 15. It has been, both coaches are not going to be happy with the penalties in this opening quarter. The only points on the board is Zedike to Grinnell Dennis, 8-yard TD pass on Fairview's first possession to give them a 7-0 lead in this one. Play clock and game clock are dead on right now, so don't have to snap this if they don't want to. 1st and 15. And it looks like Paulding, well, they are going to hustle the line of scrimmage with 3, with 2, with 1, and they will not get the snap off. That will do it for the opening quarter of play in this one on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard in this GMC showdown. After 1, Fairview 7, Paulding nothing on B-Rock Sports.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
Couple of TAC updates. Whiteford leads Montpelier 16-0, and Ottawa Hills has drawn first blood, a 6-0 lead on Eden. Here it's 7-0, Fairview on top of Paulding as we begin the second quarter of play. Paulding a 1st and 15 at the 27-yard line of Fairview. 2 receivers set both ways. 1 running back out of the pistol, that's Cooper. They'll play action to him. Down the middle looking, Roadhouse with the touchdown. He got behind and beat Shady Fritsch for the score, and a perfect ball by Hunt to Roadhouse and an extra point away from tying it. We mentioned at the top the Manzas and Blake Roanhouse are your big threats to get vertical, and that's exactly what just happened there. A 54-yard drive in 5 plays, and now on for the extra point is Hunt. Snap, spot, kick on the way. It's blocked off the edge. Logan Olinger got the block coming hard off the edge. Special teams have been a disaster at times for Paulding, and Fairview hangs on to the lead off that blocked PAT. 7-6 Apaches just underway in quarter number 2 on B-Rock Sports.
Innovative Ag Management of Hicksville handles all of your ag needs. Chemicals, GPS soil testing, GPS fertilizer, lime and chicken manure application, corn, soybean, wheat, and small seed and more. Call Mike, Joe, or Ryan today at 419-658-8423. Innovative Ag Management, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches.
Hunt to Roanhouse, 27-yard TD pass, but the difference in this game now is the blocked extra point from Fairview. Logan Olinger coming off the near side edge. And it is a 7-6 advantage, still 11:54 to play here in this opening half of football. Coverage of tonight's game is also being brought to you by Fritsch Excavating. They are your excavating leaders in Northwest Ohio, along with concrete, breaking and hauling, debris, dirt and driveway removal, demolition, foundations, lot clearing, and more. It's Fritsch Excavating, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches. 7-6 Apaches with the lead in this one. The deep man to return will be Gavin Mead. There are a trio of Apaches deep. See if Paulding continues tonight to stay away from that return game of Fairview. Both these teams have dangerous return men. This thing may skid out of bounds, and it will. So this will give Fairview a great start to this drive. We mentioned Fairview leads the overall series with Paulding 7-2. So this is game 10. Fairview won last year, hanging on for a 21-19 edge. Both teams sitting at 5-0 coming in and 2-0 in the GMC. And Fairview's going to say kick it again. They're not going to take the spot. They want those return guys to get an opportunity evidently here. A couple of TD passes from these talented quarterbacks. Zedike of 8 yards to Grinnell Dennis. Hunt to Roanhouse covering 27 yards tonight. Both of them getting their 18th touchdown passes of the season. Both quarterbacks came in throwing just 2 picks. Zedike threw number 3 just a couple of minutes ago. So now the kickoff will go back 5 and come from the 35-yard line from Blue Omanayan. So Omanayan ready to boot it away, and does. It's a line drive that'll skid and through the legs of Mead. He'll have to go all the way back to the 8-yard line to get it. Gets out of one tackle, but can't get away from the next swarm. So it'll go back to the 10. The chance of maybe getting a big return ends up costing Fairview 25 yards on the field position, and they'll begin at their own 10-yard line. In a 7-6 game, Fairview clinging to the lead. It'll officially be at their own 11. Zedike in the offense. They turned it over last time they had it. They have a 5-wide look, empty backfield set. 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right for Zedike. 3-4 rushers coming. Zedike dropped the football, scoops it up off the turf, now scrambles right and is just going to throw it away. Hit as he delivers it by Jalen Mans. Incomplete. Fairview right now a little out of sorts. Ball hitting the turf and getting by the kick returner. Now the ball hitting the turf as it was juggled and dropped by Zedike. And now a 2nd down and 10 for Fairview at their own 11-yard line. 4 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, empty backfield on this 2nd down and 10 from the 11. Zedike throws downfield, wants Mead, he's got it! Mead at the 50, Mead going down at the 41-yard line. Another big hit that time, but a flag is down back at the 8. It's a hold on Fairview. That's going to wipe away 48 yards on the pickup. And now it will pin them half the distance, so it'll become a 2nd down and 15 or so back near the 6-yard line. Happy you could join us here tonight, week 6 of high school football. It has been a fun one as we hoped for and anticipated. Fairview 7, Paulding 6. Very early here in the second quarter. Fairview has it. 2nd and long, almost 16, back near the 5-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Grinnell Dennis is in the backfield with Zedike. They're right around the goal line on this snap. Zedike gets it, drops into the end zone. Plenty of time. Now flush to the right. They've got him, and he tosses it from the end zone. Was there anybody there? I don't think anybody was there, and I don't think he got out. I think that could be a intentional grounding, which it happened in the end zone, so it would be a safety. The officials will come together here. It didn't get, I don't think it got back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't see anybody out here. The 3 of the officials will talk about it. And there it is. It's intentional grounding on Zedike, and it's a safety. He had tons of time and then ran out of it, flushed to the near side, and the heat came. So the intentional grounding from the end zone. And it is 8-7. Paulding with 11:14 to play here in this opening half of football. Ottawa Hills has punched another one in. They lead 12-0. Here it goes 8-7. So initially, Will Zedike had loads of time back there. It was just a 3-man rush from Paulding, and then they say a late blitzer, and Zedike flushed to the near side and did all he could to try to get rid of it, but didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage. No eligible receiver was in the neighborhood, and after the officials conferred, it was a pretty easy call as Paulding grabs their first lead of the night. 8-7, Paulding on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Still 11:14 to go in this first half of football. Now the kick will happen back at the 20. Jordan Manns is going to drift deep. It'll be Huffman who will kick it. Paulding stands to get outstanding field position out of this. Or check that, Vandermeid will kick it, I beg your pardon. So we'll see how this turns for Paulding in terms of the field position. Grabbing their first lead of the game at 8-7. Vandermeid boots it away. It will high hop into the hands in the middle there for Vans. And make that roundhouse, and he'll get a good solid return across the 45-yard line to about the 48. So Roundhouse, who has the touchdown for Paulding, brought down by Kellen Beals. And now Paulding, not in plus territory, but pretty close, as they'll begin near midfield at their own 47-yard line. So happy to have you with us here on a Friday night. Andy Brigle from Keyser Field in Paulding. Panthers 8, Apaches of Fairview 7. Paulding moving right to left. Will send trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Cooper, the running back, in the pistol formation. There's the quick screen over to Mann's far side. Makes the catch. Ran out of one. Jalen Mann, sideline right. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! 52 yards to Jalen Manns on the quick screen. And the home run ball isn't a home run in terms of downfield. It's just get those athletes in space again. And Hunt to Jalen Manns for 52. And that'll make it 14-7 Paulding, and they are going to elect to go for 2 here. Try to make it a 2-score game. Pistol formation. 2 receivers left, a wing to the right. Cooper, the running back. Hunt wants to throw, stumbles, rolling, looks into the end zone. It is caught for the 2-point try. It's made by Jordan Manns. So that 2-pointer now makes the new score. Paulding 16 and Fairview 7. And they have 10 points in the matter of, 36 seconds of actual game time, not real time. We'll stay right here, though, since it's going to be a quick kickoff right back. Wow. Now, a lot of football left. And this Fairview team, but we mentioned both these teams are more than 40 a game. So this thing is far from over. But right now, Uncle Mo is in the maroon and white. Edgerton has a 14-6 lead over Ayersville. Just under 5 to go in the first half of play there. Ayersville, a tough schedule to start things and showing signs of improvement the last few weeks. Just ask Fairview and Paulding, who had seen Ayersville playing both teams. Well, Fairview well for a half, and Paulding played them tight all night. And you wondered, was Paulding last week in a trap game situation? Not taking anything away from the improvement of Ayersville, but Paulding knew this one was looming tonight. And now it is a 16-7 start for the Paulding Panthers. And now ready to kick it back to Fairview. Manns kicks it away, and this one's going to come near side and go out of bounds again. Let's see if they just decide to just keep it. That's 2 straight kickoffs by Paulding that have gone out of bounds. We mentioned punting game has been pretty good for Paulding. The kicking game, not so much, and we've seen it tonight on a couple of occasions bite them. They will take it. Fairview will at their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Apaches. Trailing 16-7 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Still virtually an entire second quarter to go here at the 10:55 mark of this second quarter. Zedike empties the backfield. He'll have 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. On the 1st and 10 at the 35. Zedike on a curl route. Pass is going to be caught, and getting out of a couple of tackles to begin with was Gavin Garza. Then he's spun forward by Manns, but it's a gain of 7, maybe 8 on the play. It'll be 7. And then a face masking penalty on Paulding to tack on to it of 5 yards. And that'll take Fairview up to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Apaches at their own 47. Moving left to right, 5 wide look, trips to the left, twins to the right. 4 rushers coming for Paulding. Zedike slings it far side, incomplete. Couple of receivers in the neighborhood in Olinger and Meade. And not sure who it was intended for, but it is incomplete. Boffman is in coverage over there for Paulding. That'll stop the clock at 10:32 to go in the half. 2nd down and 10, Fairview at their own 47. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right, empty backfield on this 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. Zedike pumps, looks left, now under some pressure, coming right. Zedike on the move, just going to chuck it away. And it'll be 3rd down and 10. This Paulding D-line challenged this week because of some soft performances. They have answered the bell here thus far after that one drive. 20-6 now. Edgerton leads Ayersville. Edgerton still has both these teams ahead on the schedule. We'll see Edgerton and Fairview coming up in a couple of weeks. 3rd down and 10 for Fairview at their own 47. 5 wide look, 3 to the left. Quarterback draw. Zedike going to have the first down, I think. He will. What a beautiful call. Run of 11 for Zedike. Spread the field. Get that quarterback draw up the middle. Beautiful play call. Great execution by Fairview to get a first down pickup on 3rd down and 10. Terrific job by that offensive front, and now they're right back on the ball with a 5 wide receiver look. 1st and 10 at the 42. Curl route, juggled, try and almost intercepted. Off the carom of Garza, it's almost picked off by Jalen Manns. By the way, Zedike has missed his last 3 and 4 of his last 5. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now for Fairview at the 43 of Paulding. 16-7 Panthers. Exactly 10 minutes to play in the first half. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Empty backfield on 2nd and 10. Zedike throws far side. It is caught by Meade, but he dropped the knee down. And it'll be no gain on the play. So now it will be 3rd and 10. It was a completion, but knee hit the turf. So now another 3rd and 10 situation for this Fairview offense. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers clustered together to the left on 3rd down and 10 at the 43-yard line. Zedike steps up, fires far side. It's Meade on the catch, and he makes it at the 31. He ran the sticks route that time, knew exactly what he had to get, and collected it for a first down. Right in front of Manns, who brought him to the turf, but shielded him beautifully to move the chains for 11. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 32. Another 3rd and long conversion by this Fairview offense on this drive. Trips to the right, twins to the left. 1st and 10 Fairview at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw, Zedike over the middle. Olinger the catch, 25. Olinger at the 20, dragged down from behind near the 15. Whiteford pummeling Montpelier now 24-0 with about 5 to go in the first half there. It'll be a 1st and 10 Fairview at the 15-yard line of Paulding. Another methodical drive for Fairview. Earlier in the night, an 11-play drive. This is play 9 of this drive. 1st and 10 at the 15. 5 wide, empty backfield. Man in motion is Olinger to the near side. Quarterback draw. They're ready for it this time, and Zedike getting nothing. Terrific job that time by Jalen Manns. That'll be a loss of 4 on the run for Will Zedike. And it'll be 2nd and 14 back at the 19-yard line now. You have to assume this deep for Fairview. They'll be going for it if they get to a 4th down. And we have a stoppage in play as Paulding burns a timeout. 8:06 left in the first half. Paulding 16, Fairview 7. Fairview in the red zone when we come back.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
We welcome you back to Keyser Field here in Paulding. 8:06 remaining, first half of football. It has been fun. Athletes in space. Defenses have made some plays tonight. But we have a 16-7 advantage right now for Fairview in this matchup of 5-0 teams overall. 2-0 in the GMC. Coming out of the timeout from Paulding. By the way, the Panthers are down to 1 timeout remaining. It'll be 2nd down and 14 for Fairview at the 19-yard line of Paulding. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, 1 running back. Zedek wants to throw, pumps, looks, wants the end zone, and it is over the shoulder and incomplete. Wanted Meade deep in the corner of that end zone on the far side. Pretty decent coverage from Paulding and Mans in that corner. And now it will be 3rd and 14. A couple of 3rd and 10 conversions on this drive for Fairview. Now they stare at a 3rd and 14 from the 19-yard line. 2-by-2 formation for wide receivers with a single setback on 3rd and 14. Zedek has some time. Zedek over the middle. Pass is caught. Reception is made inside the 10 at the 7, but he's going to be short of the first down. It's Williams on the catch, and now it will be 4th down and about 3 for the first down. So the offense stays out there. 7.5 to go in the first half. 4th and 3, Fairview at the 8 of Paulding. Paulding will substitute a D lineman out. Eli Pesifal will come in, 5'10", 287. Space eater in the middle. Zedek has 1 running back in Kellen Beals. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Play clock at 2, at 1. Here's your 4th and 3. Zedek looks, end zone, picked off, intercepted. Great job falling back. Roadhouse on the pick. And a second INT thrown on the night by Zedek to kill the drive in the red zone on 4th down and 3. And that Paulding defense, after that drive that Fairview scored on, living up to its billing tonight, averaging giving up just 9 a night. Dropped down in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 20-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. With 7 minutes to go in the first half. 16-7 Paulding on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Paulding will move right to left. It will be an I tandem look here as Hunt will go under center. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Give is off the left side and nothing doing. Fairview played that beautifully, and then a flag comes in on the play. The tackle was made by Gavin Garza. It was no gain for Mans, but what do we have? So the flag is a hold on Paulding, and they're going to decline the penalty and take the down. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Paulding at their own 20-yard line. Interesting strategy here. Take the down since it was no gain, but see what transpires here after the declining of the penalty. It was no gain. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. This is a straight shotgun look with Cooper in the backfield. The lefty, Hunt, wants it. Hunt wants downfield. Hunt for Roadhouse, and he overthrew him. Had a couple of DBs wrong-footed there for Fairview, but he just missed the target, and it's incomplete. And now it'll be a 3rd and 10 for Paulding back at their own 20-yard line. So 3rd down coming up. And a 3rd and long. 3rd and 10 from the 20. Big down here for probably more Fairview right now. A couple of turnovers in this first half. If the defense can get off the field. 3 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Hunt throws a screen, and it's incomplete. There was mass confusion there. We had a slant route. Actually, it was going to be a little crisscross route on the far side, but Mans wasn't in on that with Roanhouse and Hunt, and it sailed high and out of bounds, and fortunate that that didn't sail into a Fairview DB hand if you're a Paulding fan, because that would have been trouble. So a good job of declining that penalty, and now they stand to get pretty decent field position as Mans is on to punt for a 3rd time in this half. 6:34 left in the first half. 16-7 Paulding on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Mans gets the helmet high snap, kicks it away. It's a spiraling kick that's a beauty. Mans punts that extremely well. It'll be received by Olinger back at the 40. So that's a 40-yard punt and no return. 1st and 10 Fairview. Update on that Wayne Trace Hicksville game going on. At the half, Wayne Trace and Hicksville deadlocked at 14. So Fairview, after a couple of INTs thrown in this first half, see if they can get back on track here. 3 receivers set to the left, 2 receivers to the right, so an empty backfield here out of the 5-wide look on 1st and 10 at the 40. Zedike with time. Zedike over the middle. Pass is going to be caught by Meade. He's in Paulding territory, sidestepping would-be tacklers before being taken down by the shoelaces by Jordan Mans at the 43-yard line. That'll be a gain of 17 on the play, and it'll get them into Paulding territory. 1st down and 10 at the 43. And quickly on the ball. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Grinnell Dennis gets the handoff, bounces outside 40, cut back 35. Still on his feet, now knocked down at the 31-yard line. Grinnell Dennis with a solid run of a dozen on the play. Cooper with the tackle. And that will move the sticks. 1st and 10 Fairview. At the 31 of Paulding, just like that. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Grinnell Dennis again bouncing outside on the run and will be taken down. Great open field tackle made that time by Jalen Mans. Or check it, Jordan Mans. 30-0 now. Whiteford with the lead in that one over Montpelier. That's a 2-yard run for Grinnell Dennis. It'll be 2nd down and 8 at the 29. Trips to the right, 1 receiver left. Grinnell Dennis on that zone read keep, and getting outside will be Zedike. Zedike twisting and turning his way down the 26-yard line. We'll have 3 on the play. It'll be Easton Lehman on the tackle, and it will be a 3rd down and medium from the 27-yard line. 3rd and about 5. Coming up here for Fairview. Again, you're probably thinking 4-down territory. 3rd down and 5. 4 receivers left, 1 to the right. On the 3rd and medium, back to throw. Zedike steps up. He's at the 30. Cuts back 25. Still running, and now inside and at the 20. He should have the 1st down on that run of 7. And that drive will stay alive for the Fairview Apaches. And another entry into the Paulding red zone. 1st and 10 at the Paulding 20. 4:40 to go in the half. 16-7 Paulding. Fairview on the move again. Halfback left and right. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver right on a 1st and 10 at the 20. Snap coming to Zedike. And he'll belly it up on the interior to Jonathan Huffman. Huffman tries to get the edge. Can't find enough room to kind of carve out more space. He will have 3 on that run. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 for Fairview at the 17-yard line. Boffman the tackle for Paulding. So 2nd down and maybe got 4, so it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 16. They'll empty the backfield. 16-7 Paulding, 3 receivers for Fairview to the right, 2 to the left. Zedike has time. Now some edge coming. Zedike flush left. Zedike sets, fires, end zone, touchdown! Grinnell Dennis tight-roping the back of the end zone with the touchdown. What a grab made. And that will bring it to a 16-13 game as Zedike hits Grinnell Dennis again for the score.
Touchdown pass caught by Drayton Grinnell Dennis.
That covers 16 yards. And they are at a 16-13 game. And the offense is going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. Zedike will move 4 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. The 2-point conversion. Zedike rolling right. Zedike coming back and runs right into pressure, kept his feet, threw it over the middle, and it is caught. Nope, it's incomplete. It'll hit the turf, and the 2-point try fails. New score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 3:47 left first half. Paulding's lead sliced at 16-13 Panthers on B-Rock Sports. Fender benders, collisions, and accidents happen every day. But where are you going to go to fix your vehicle? Batten Stevens Body Shop on Independence Road in Defiance. Batten Stevens works on every type of car, domestic and foreign. Whether you need a small repair or major collision work, Batten Stevens state-of-the-art equipment can handle any job. Free estimates and loaner cars are available too. Batten Stevens Body Shop. Come in with confidence. Drive out with satisfaction.
Bryan Home Center will be at
That's okay. Go to. No. All right. Welcome back here in Paulding, Ohio. By the way, when we get to our main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show, we will go through some first half numbers, and we'll also get you caught up on things going on around the area in high school football tonight. We are paying big bucks to get Adam Gubernath in studio on a Friday night. I mean, we're talking maybe slightly above minimum wage for Goobs to be in there tonight, filling in beautifully for us. And Goobs will check us out on some other games around the area at the Main Stops halftime show. This one is now a 16-13 game with Paulding on top. Second hookup tonight from Zedike to Grinnell Dennis. First TD pass of 8 yards, that one of 16. And in between, scores of Hunt to Roanhouse for a TD pass and Hunt to Jalen Manns for touchdowns for Paulding. And then there's a safety in there as well with an intentional grounding in the end zone. Roanhouse on the run out, crosses the 20, gets out near the 25-yard line for Paulding to start this next drive. So it'll be a first down and 10 coming up at the 25-yard line with still 3:40 to go in the half. Our timeout situation, Paulding with 1, and Fairview has their full complement of 3 timeouts. Paulding will go right to left. Ball spotted, hash mark, far side of the field. 3 receivers set to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Cooper in the backfield out of the pistol. There's a little one-on-one and a lot of cushion from Roanhouse on the far side. And Roanhouse, with that cushion, going to get 11 for a first down. I think they can have that as often as they want that with the cushion that Roanhouse is getting right now. Remember, Roanhouse and Manns have gotten over the top for big gains, 1 for a touchdown. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right, pistol formation, 1st and 10. Cooper the lone setback. Hunt to throw. Little curl route is going to be caught by Jalen Manns. He'll fall forward to the 40-yard line. Good open field stop made that time by Williams for Fairview. It'll be second down and 7 from the 39-yard line. They gave him 3 to the 39. Paulding going to huddle up here. The snap going to happen around the 3-minute mark remaining in the first half. 16-13, Paulding with the lead over Fairview on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Pistol formation, trips to the far side, screen to the far side. Manns the reception, 40. Olinger lassos him in from behind. There is a penalty marker down, and that could be one of the wide receivers outside on the hold, or an illegal block downfield on either way on Paulding. It potentially looks like here. Yep, and that will back things up for the Panthers. Next week, a trip to Montpelier as Ottawa Hills will be in town. Ottawa Hills at Montpelier on Friday night on B-Rock Sports. 2 weeks from tonight, we'll get that. I believe that's the night we get that Fairview-Edgerton showdown at Stauffer Field in Edgerton. North Central Montpelier and Montpelier and Eden. That Montpelier-Eden game could have some, possibly conference ramifications, certainly playoff ramifications. So second and officially 9 now, back at the 37-yard line. Whiteford pounding Montpelier at the half, 38-0. That'll be a running clock second half. Hunt on the slant route. Pass is caught by Emmett Barnes, and Barnes gets out to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of the yardage needed for the first down. And that moves it out to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Hash mark near side. 1st and 10 at their own 46, moving right to left. 2:20 to go and counting to play in the first half. Again, Panthers with a timeout left. Fairview has all 3. Pistol formation. 3 receiver set to the right, 1 to the left. 3 down linemen for Fairview. It'll be Hunt to throw. Fakes the bubble. Now wants ball deep into double coverage, and probably a good thing that he overthrew because Fairview had that bracketed beautifully. That'll stop the clock at 2:03 remaining in this first half, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. So 2nd and 10, Paulding at their own 46-yard line. Nearing the 2-minute mark remaining. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Pistol formation, Cooper the lone setback. Again, 3 linemen for Fairview. Slant route is too tall and wanted Roanhouse, and I mean way overthrown. Closest Apache was Elijah Arend. And now it'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 46-yard line. The last thing that Paulding wants here is to hand the ball back to a Fairview offense that is feeling pretty good about itself after punching one in a few moments ago. 3rd and 10 from their own 46. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Pistol formation. Man coverage across. Jumping across will be Fairview. And now it will make it 3rd and 5 from the Fairview 49-yard line. Penalties have been a theme in this first half, really for both teams. So now 3rd and 5, and you have some options here on 3rd and 5 at the 49-yard line. You have an athletic quarterback. You can get him in space if you like. Trio of receivers right side, single receiver to the left out of this pistol look on 3rd and 5. And it will be Hunt bouncing outside on the RPO, and this is coming back. He ran for 6 on a 3rd and 5, but a holding penalty on Paulding will negate the first down run. It would seem anyways. We haven't gotten an indication officially yet, but now the signal. They just called a holding penalty on Fairview, I beg your pardon, unless he signaled wrong. Paulding was clapped. It's a chop block on Fairview. That's where you get engaged, and usually it's called on the offense, but this is going to go against Fairview after Hunt ran for 6 on a designed RPO that time for Hunt. And now this will keep the drive alive and move Paulding deeper into Fairview territory. With 1:53 to go in the first half. And now the officials confer basically on where it was at and where they begin marking it off. I mean, this should take us down inside the 30, I think, down to around maybe the 27-yard line. Eden is on the board late in the first half. 12-7, Ottawa Hills leads Eden. Not inside the 30. It'll take us down to the 32-yard line. And it will be a 1st and 10 Panthers. 2 receivers both ways out of the pistol formation. Hunt to throw. Hunt far side. Pass is going to be caught. 25-20, 15-10. And Olinger made the touchdown saving tackle of Jalen Manns. And that's a gain of 26 on the play. It'll be 1st down and goal for Paulding at the 6-yard line. And now Paulding probably should be taking some of their time here. 90 seconds to go in the first half. I mean, they should be in no hurry here. Do we get a timeout, Fairview? We do. Officially 1:32 left in the first half. A 1st and goal for Paulding at the Fairview 6, with Paulding up 16-13 when we come back.
The Jewel Grain Company is your locally owned and agricultural company with locations in Jewel, Ney, Okolona, and Defiance. They offer a range of services including grain storage, transportation, and marketing. The Jewel Grain Company, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches and all area athletes.
Welcome back here to Keyser Field in Paulding. So glad you could spend part of your Friday night with us. This matchup of undefeated teams. 5-0 starts for both Fairview and Paulding, 2-0 in the GMC. It has been close and competitive as we anticipated all night. 16-13. Paulding on top right now with 1:32 left in this first half of play. The Panthers have a 1st and goal at the Fairview 6-yard line. 2 timeouts left for Fairview, 1 remaining for Paulding. It's Military Appreciation Night here tonight in Paulding. Paulding wearing those camo jerseys with the white numbers. See what is dialed up here from both coordinators. Hunt working out of that pistol. 2 receivers left, wing to the right. Running back behind him is Cooper. I think he's probably going to have a shot at it, but it's a zone read keep. Hunt bouncing to the outside. I don't think he got there. It's going to be close. He did! He got the front edge of the end zone and scored from 6 yards out. It was close. He dove for that pylon, and the way the official was going to spot it, it looked like it was going to be a spot at about the 1, but the hands go up, and Paulding goes back out in front by 2 scores. Hunt has accounted for all 3 touchdowns tonight for Paulding, 2 through the air and now 1 on the ground. And in a 22-13 game, Paulding is going to go for 2 here. Good run for Hunt. They'll bring in an extra lineman. Damian Iliff is in the backfield. And now we get a timeout taken by Paulding, their final timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Coverage of high school sports, not just through football season, but all season long, is brought to you by these fantastic sponsors and businesses: Direct Link Appliances, Donaldson's Ace Hardware, the Williams County Veteran Services, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, Baldy's Furniture, Black Swamp Equipment, Batten Stevens Body Shop, the State Bank, Newcomer Schaefer and Breininger, the Bryan Fraternal Order of Eagles, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, Peltz Lumber Company, Camco of West Unity, the Bryan Home Center, also brought to you by AG Irrigation, the main stops of Northwest Ohio, Missy Stockman and your Edward Jones dealer, Allied Molded Products, the Farmers and Merchant State Bank, Bryan Ford Lincoln, and McMahon's Best One Tire. And it's Melissa Stockman and April Whitty, I should add, from Edward Jones. Those are all the fine businesses, so thank them if you know them or you see them out and about in the community making high school sports, not just football season, but high school sports possible here on B-Rock 100.9. All right, 2-point try now. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, that diamond formation in the backfield. It's a play action. Hunt in the flat, and they get it easily, finding Jordan Mans for 2. And that'll extend the lead to 24-13. Paulding with 1:24 to play here in this first half of football. Again, staying right here, Ottawa Hills and Eden have gone to the intermission. Ottawa Hills 12 and Eden 7. At the half, it's Edgerton 20 and Ayersville 6. Those are some updates to let you know about around the area. We'll check in after we run through some stats in our first half here, and Adam will let you know some games going on in progress, and also maybe some of those Major League Baseball races, games that got underway at either 6:30, 7:30 tonight into the final weekend of the regular season. You have the AL Central in play and the wild card situation. Also, the AL East is still up for grabs. Toronto and New York in the middle of that. Meanwhile, on the National League side, the only thing left is the final wild card spot between the Mets, Reds, and Diamondbacks. New York a 1-game lead over Cincy and a 2-game lead over Arizona as play begins tonight. Playoffs begin. The wild card round begins on Tuesday. So 1:24 remaining. First half of football. 24-13. Paulding with the lead on Fairview. 2 timeouts remain for Fairview, depending on where they get this football. And it's a line drive kick. It rolls sideways and again out of bounds. That's the third Paulding kick that's gone out of bounds. And I assume that they're just going to take it at their own 35. That no time ran off the clock, so they would get to have the benefit of that and start a drive at their own 35-yard line. Are they going to make them kick it again? Or are they going to take it? Looks like the special teams is staying out there, so I guess I stand corrected. I would think that you would be happy that no time ticked off and you get it at your own 35. But I stand corrected here. So they will kick it. Paulding's got to get that cleaned up now and in the future. Special teams killed them last year in this game. Big part of the reason why Fairview won 21-19 over Paulding a season ago. So it will be Jalen Mans again to kick it, this time from his own 35. Down the middle, it'll be Meade at the 28, 30, 35. They're going to gain some field position. 40, out of bounds at the 45, taken down there. 6 seconds come off that clock. It was Jordan Mans on the stop. So it does pay off to get some more field position. And they'll start it at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Apaches. Can they get it back to a one-score game? 24-13 Paulding, 1:18 left, first half. Fairview with 2 timeouts remaining. Paulding's out of timeouts. 3 receivers right, that's to the short side of the field. 2 receivers wide to the left, so an empty backfield for Will Zedike on this 1st down and 10. Zedike back to throw. Zedike with some edge pressure, steps up in the pocket, fires over the middle, caught 40, 35, and sliding down at about the 33-yard line is Gavin Garza. He will pick up 23 on the play. Jordan Mans covered him up and right onto the ball. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Zedike looks far side. Meade the catch at the 20. Is he going to get out of bounds there? And he does, gain a 12. And that will make it a 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line. 57 seconds left. And they're already near the red zone on a 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. 2 receivers left, 3 receivers to the right. Snap comes, Zedike quarterback draw. Zedike at the 20 and will fall forward to about the 19-yard line. Lou Omanian with the tackle. Omanian, I should say, got him after a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Zedike fires far side. Meade with the catch and steps out of bounds. They needed only 6. Picked up 7 or 8. And that'll be enough for the 1st down. No, he is short. He got only 6. So it'll be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 from the 12. 35 seconds remaining in the first half. 24-13 Paulding, but Fairview threatening. They can run it here again with the 2 timeouts. Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. He'll get it. He'll have the 1st down as he bangs his way down to the 10. Got about 2 on the run, needed only 1. It'll be 1st and goal for Fairview. 1st and goal at the 9. Zedike trips to the right, 1 receiver left on a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Zedike pump, throws, corner of the end zone, incomplete, wanted Meade. And that will stop the clock with 17 seconds to go. And a 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. 24-13 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Paulding. 2nd and goal at the 9 for Fairview. 2 receivers left. 3 receivers to the right. That'll empty the backfield on this 2nd and goal at the 9. Zedike hammers it and threw that one too tall. And it sails into the Paulding band. They wanted Meade again. And now it will be 3rd and goal. That play took 4 seconds, so we're down to a 13 on the first half clock. Fairview will get the football to start the second half. Worth noting here, with a chance to get the double, the end the half score, and get the ball first to start the second half. 3rd and goal at the 9. 2 receivers left, 3 receivers to the right. Can Paulding get any pressure on Zedike? Here's your 3rd and goal. Zedike looks, rushed, flushed, moving, right side, throws to the end zone, juggled and dropped. In the hands and out of the hands of Grinnell Dennis. And now it will be 4th down and goal with 2 seconds remaining in the first half. So 4th and goal at the 9.
Should be another freaking roughing the passer.
And now the offense will give way to the special teams. Vandermeid is going to try a field goal. Paulding doesn't have any timeouts, so they won't be able to ice him. This will be from the 16, so a 26-yard field goal for Vandermeid. Snap, spot, kick on the way, plenty of leg. It is good. So Landrick Vandermeid gets the 26-yard field goal, and that'll take us to the locker room. Exciting first half with Paulding out-dueling Fairview for a half. Our score as we go to the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Halftime show. The score is Paulding 24, Fairview 16. We'll talk first half numbers when we come back on B-Rock Sports.
The Fairview Athletic Boosters was formed in 1968 to support athletic teams at Fairview High School. The Boosters' goal for 53 years has been to promote good sportsmanship and give financial support for equipment and venue upgrades for all of their athletes. They try to back all their coaches and athletes on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the diamonds, on the track, on the course, and on the links. They also encourage fans to attend contests in person and root on the Apaches. For information on becoming a Fairview Athletic Booster member, go to the Fairview Facebook page or the Fairview website for details. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Apaches!
Hi, it's Nick Toole from Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Waseon. Everyday comfort shouldn't be a challenge. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress is Northwest Ohio's lift chair headquarters, and we believe everyone deserves to sit and stand with ease, safety, and dignity. If you or someone you care for is facing mobility issues, discover the life-changing difference of Ultra Comfort and Lazy Boy lift chairs. These aren't just chairs, they're personalized support systems, crafted to ease pain, reduce strain, and bring back independence. Imagine relaxing after a long day, adjusting your chair at the push of a button with pressure-free reclining and gentle lift assistance. Whether it's reading a book, watching TV, or just finding that perfect cozy position, we've got a chair that fits just right. Come see us at Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in the Waseon Plaza and try one of our 29 in-stock lift chairs. Feel the difference, because comfort should never come with compromise, and care starts with the right chair. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress, where comfort meets compassion.
Chad Hall with Spartan Crop Insurance is your locally owned and trusted agent for close to 20 years. Chad has built strong relationships, so you know he's working hard for you by helping you make informed decisions. And with Spartan Crop Insurance, you'll have the peace of mind even on the hardest days. Good luck to all area teams from Chad Hall and Spartan Crop Insurance Agency. Spartan Crop Insurance is what we do all day, every day. An equal opportunity employer.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fry starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
We welcome you back here to Paulding, Ohio on this Week 6 Friday night. It is 24-16, Paulding with the lead as we begin our main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show. Fairview got the scoring started in the first half on a drive that went 11 plays and 84 yards, and Will Zedike found Grinnell Dennis in the end zone. Drayden Grinnell Dennis from 8 yards out on the TD pass. It made it 7-0 Fairview. Following a Paulding punt, Fairview would throw an INT, and Paulding would cash in on it as they would go 54 yards in 5 plays, and Colton Hunt would find Blake Roanhouse on a 27-yard scoring strike. The PAT was blocked, so it was 7-6. Fairview would then be pinned back deep in their own territory and would give up a safety when Zedike was trying to scramble out of the pocket but was in the end zone and called for intentional grounding. The safety gave Paulding an 8-7 lead, and they would immediately take advantage of a good field position start after the free kick brought them to the 47-yard line and their own 47. And Hunt would find Jalen Manns on a 53-yard, just a quick out ball, and then Manns did the rest with his darting and his elusiveness and then his speed down the far sideline. Paulding would go for 2 and get it to make it 16-7. Fairview would throw another INT after they had a 12-play drive into the red zone, and actually the INT happened in the end zone to stop Fairview there. Paulding went 3 and out. Fairview would get a drive going at their own 40-yard line, and 6 plays later, 60 yards, Zedike would find Grinnell Dennis again, and it was 16-13 after Fairview would go for 2 and fail. Paulding would take over at their own 25 and then go on a 9-play drive covering those 75 yards. The touchdown made it, and punch it in for a touchdown to make it 24-13, but it left time on the clock as Fairview would have 8 plays to get it down into the red zone again, and they would have to settle for a Landrick Vandermeide 26-yard field goal at the gun, and that would complete the scoring at 24-16, Paulding with the lead. When we come back on our Main Stops halftime show, we'll take a look at a few of the numbers from the first half of this high-scoring game, which we kind of anticipated would potentially happen. That and more in just a moment.
The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the action is here. High school sports are back, and Bryan Home Center is proud to cheer on our hometown teams all season long. When the game's over, bring that winning spirit home with incredible deals on furniture, mattresses, flooring, and outdoor poly furniture. Whether it's a recliner for watching the highlights or new flooring for your home turf, Bryan Home Center has you covered. Proud supporter of local athletes, Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan. Stop in today and save big.
Attention business owners. This is Dean Day with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. At Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, we understand the unique challenge that you face. That's why we offer comprehensive commercial insurance solutions tailored to your needs. With our trusted partner, Auto Owners Insurance, you get top-tier coverage that protects every aspect of your business, from liability to property and everything in between. Auto Owners Insurance has you covered. Trust Andrews O'Neill & Lowe to safeguard your business. Visit AndrewsO'NeillandLowe.com or call today to learn more about our commercial insurance offerings. We're here to help your business thrive.
Innovative Ag Management of Hicksville handles all of your ag needs. Chemicals, GPS soil testing, GPS fertilizer, lime and chicken manure application, corn, soybean, wheat, and small seed and more. Call Mike, Joe, or Ryan today at 419-658-8423. Innovative Ag Management, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches.
Welcome back up here to Paulding. We're at halftime in this Week 6 showdown. 24-16, Paulding with the lead Will Zedike in that first half ended up going 19 of 30 for 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a couple of critical interceptions. He would also carry the ball 8 times in that first half for just 16 yards because he had some sacks figured in there as well. Drayden Grinnell-Dennis had 4 carries in the first half for 21 yards. Meanwhile, Colton Hunt, an efficient first half for Paulding, unofficially 10 of 16 for 141 and 2 touchdowns. And the big number there, no turnovers committed by Hunt and the Panthers. Hunt would have 5 carries for 22 yards and a rushing touchdown, but he would get the football to his athletes in space. The Mans brothers are loads. Jordan and Jalen in particular are the ones, and then you throw Blake Roanhouse into the mix. You can see why they are a very lethal unit and offense. We knew all about Fairview because we had seen them earlier this year. This is our first live look at Paulding this season. And you look at Fairview, and Logan Olinger came in by far and away. Their leading receiver has been held in check tonight. Zedike has found Gavin Mead a lot more tonight. He's the leading receiver for the Fairview Apaches in the first half. All of it, though, has led to a halftime score of 24-16. Fairview leading Paulding at the intermission. Our main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime update continues after these messages. We'll check in with Adam Gubernath with score updates when we return.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
See Black Swamp Equipment in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Starks at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Family is at the heart of everything we do. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we understand that your family's needs evolve over time, and we're here to support you through every stage of your journey. Whether it's saving for your kids' education, upgrading to a larger home, or planning for retirement, we're here to help you prioritize what matters most. Join us at Midwest Community, and let's build a stronger financial future for your family. Visit us online at midwestcommunity.org to learn more today.
It is halftime in our broadcast game in the showdown of Green Meadows Conference unbeatens. And at the break, Paulding with a 24-16 lead on Fairview. We will rejoin Andy Brigle from Paulding for the second half action coming up after this scoreboard update. I'm Adam Gubernath. Live in studio, let's check the rest of the Green Meadows Conference where everything is at the half. Edgerton leading Ayersville at the break 20-6. Hicksville and Wayne Trace all locked up at 14 apiece at the break. And Tenora with a halftime lead at Antwerp 14-12. Over in the NWOAL, another showdown of 5-0 teams. And at the break, Liberty Center taking advantage of some early Patrick Henry turnovers. Tigers have a 20-0 halftime lead. Just getting underway in the third quarter, Evergreen with a 21-17 lead on Bryan. At the half, Delta led Wauseon 10-0. Nothing in yet on the fourth league matchup tonight, Swanton on the road at Archbold. Elsewhere in the TAC tonight, at the break, Whiteford, Michigan leading Montpelier 38-0. At the half, it was Ottawa Hills over Eden 12-7. Nothing in on North Central's home game tonight with Summerfield, Michigan, and Hilltop, of course, in action tomorrow with Erie Mason, Michigan. Some other games keeping our eyes on at the half. Defiance had a 14-12 lead on Lima Shawnee. Late in the second quarter, Napoleon with a 14-0 lead over Sylvania Southview. And at the half, Sebring McKinley led Holgate by the score of 14-12. And just keep an eye on this as we move through the second half. At the break down in the MAC, Versailles had a lead on Marion Local 13-7. The Flyers, of course, gunning for their 70th consecutive win. We'll keep our eyes on that one. But at the break, Versailles leading Marion Local by the score of 13-7. All eyes on Major League Baseball heading into the final weekend of the regular season. All eyes on the American League Central, where the Guardians and the Tigers are tied atop the division heading into this weekend. In the fifth inning, the Guardians trail the Rangers 4-0. Texas scored 4 in the first. The Guardians have cut that in half, but they are in the fifth inning right now, and the Rangers have a 4-2 lead over Cleveland. In Boston, that's where you'll find the Tigers this weekend. They're in the fifth inning, and Detroit with a 3-1 lead. So we'll continue to keep our eyes on those scores. Guardians losing, Tigers winning as we speak. The Reds are also fighting for a wild card berth. They are a game behind the Mets for the third and final wild card spot in the National League. The Reds just getting underway. They're in the second inning in Milwaukee. They are scoreless. The Mets are trailing right now the Marlins in the fifth inning by the score of 3-2. So we'll keep you posted on those after the ball game tonight as well. But again, halftime of our broadcast game, it's been a good one so far. Longest running first half of the night by far. And Paulding with a lead over Fairview, 24-16. We'll take another break. Back out to Paulding for second half action with Andy Brigle after this. Timeout.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
The Fairview Athletic Boosters was formed in 1968 to support athletic teams at Fairview High School. The Boosters' goal for 53 years has been to promote good sportsmanship and give financial support for equipment and venue upgrades for all of their athletes. They try to back all their coaches and athletes on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the diamonds, on the track, on the course, and on the links. They also encourage fans to attend contests in person and root on the Apaches. For information on becoming a Fairview Athletic Booster member, go to the Fairview Facebook page or the Fairview website for details. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Apaches!
Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan and pick up your gallon of paint to finish up those outside projects at tremendous prices. Find the newest colors that are trending for 2025 and the best paint on the market, Clark & Kensington. Clark & Kensington paint should be your paint of choice. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Clark & Kensington paint with the primer built right in is the only paint you'll ever buy. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is ready to help. Ace, the helpful place.
The outside of your home needs protection from winter's harsh weather. Are your doors letting in cold air? Do you have a rotten door jamb? Protect your home with a new Masonite entry door from Peltz Lumber in Montpelier and Pioneer. With rot-proof composite jambs and a variety of styles and glass options, Masonite doors not only look beautiful, they stop cold air and last for years to come. Replace your old rusty door today. Order your Masonite door from Peltz Lumber in Montpelier and Pioneer. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
And we're back out here in Paulding, Ohio. Halftime between Paulding and Fairview. It's 24-16. Paulding with the lead. In case you missed it from this week, the very first computer ratings were released. And again, keep in mind the top 12 teams in each region qualify, with the top 4 seeds getting a first round bye. Among our area schools up in Division 3, Region 10, Defiance was 15th in computer points entering play this week. So obviously some work to do there. Wapakoneta also in the WBL was second in that region. In Division 4, Region 14, Napoleon was sitting 6th with Bath second, Van Wert 8th, Elida on the outside looking in as 14th. In Division 5, Region 18, Liberty Center was leading the way, just like they're showing the way tonight over Patrick Henry. They were first in that region, and Delta was 12th. They had the final playoff spot when the night began tonight. In Division 6, Region 22, Archbold second, Bluffton third. Woodmore was fourth. Remember, they got in last year. That's a team that Fairview played. Fairview, by the way, 6th in computer points in Region 22. Patrick Henry was 7th. Evergreen 9th. Paulding 10th. Crestview tied for 12th. And Wayne Trace was 16th. And in Division 7, Region 26, Lipsick was second entering play tonight. Edgerton was third. Pandora Gilboa tied for 5th. Eden was 8th. And Montpelier was just on the outside looking in the number 13 position. Again, top 12 make the playoffs. Top 4 get a bye. And again, one of the scores that you heard tonight, plenty of time for it to change, but they've been so dominant for so long that it's a story when you hear the score given. But Versailles was leading Marion Local at halftime 13-7, and that 69-game winning streak in play for Marion Local as play began tonight. Here, our score coming out of the intermission, Paulding 24 and Fairview 16. Your halftime show tonight and each and every game night being brought to you by the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Every Thursday is Thirsty Thursday at the main stops in Northwest Ohio. And remember, you are always near a main stop. Coverage of high school football tonight for this Fairview matchup with Paulding is also being brought to you by Fritsch Excavating, who will handle all of your excavating and grading needs, as well as concrete, breaking and hauling, debris, dirt and driveway removal, demolition, foundations, and lot clearing, and so much more. It's Fritsch Excavating, supporters of the Fairview Athletics. We'll get the second half underway in just a moment. 24-16 our score at the break. Paulding leading Fairview. Fairview will get the ball when we start the second half, when we come back here on B-Rock Sports.
It's game time, and Direct Link is your home team for unbeatable deals. Score big on appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, Frigidaire, and Amana. Furnish your space with winning style from Ashley Furniture and sleep like a champion on a Molecule or Puffy mattress. And when the clock's ticking on a repair, Direct Link's all-star service team works on all appliances. Proud to back our local athletes, Direct Link, your hometown connection for quality, comfort, and service.
Bryan Home Center will be at Fall Fest this Saturday, uptown on the square in Bryan. Stop by their booth for huge savings, up to 60% off outdoor poly furniture, plus fall deals on indoor furniture and recliners. Don't miss Bryan Home Center at Fall Fest this Saturday in downtown Bryan. Chad Hall with Spartan Crop Insurance is your locally owned and trusted agent for close to 20 years. Chad has built strong relationships, so you know he's working hard for you by helping you make informed decisions. And with Spartan Crop Insurance, you'll have the peace of mind even on the hardest days. Good luck to all area teams from Chad Hall and Spartan Crop Insurance Agency. Spartan Crop Insurance is what we do all day, every day. An equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back here. Late in the third quarter, we were just told that Versailles has extended their lead over Marion Local now to 19-7. Versailles in that game was a score update on that one, and that is a score that, if it holds, would send shockwaves. Can you imagine? I just said that is a Versailles. That's a Super Bowl win. That's not a state championship win. That's a Super Bowl win if they hang on to that one. Now, that still a quarter and some change to play in that, and Marion Local didn't get 69 in a row for no reason. Edgerton is now pounding Ayersville 34-12, the score late in that third quarter. So 34-12, and again, Edgerton still has both of these big guns and Tenora down the road in GMC play. About ready to start the second half here, as Fairview will get their hands on the football first to start this second half. Fairview, remember, struck first in this one, only to see Paulding score 16 unanswered. Fairview closed to within 3, and then again Paulding built a double-digit lead. Well, not again, built a 2-score lead again, this time a double-digit lead, and then it ended with a field goal, and that's where we stand at 24-16, ready to start the second half of play. Kicking it off for Paulding will be Manns, Jalen Manns. Don't forget, when we're done tonight, Adam will be along to run through a couple of scoreboards for you on the Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show for this evening. Fairview will be moving left to right here in this second half of play. Deep man for Fairview is Logan Oldinger, and again, Paulding has done a really good job neutralizing Oldinger tonight. Gavin Mead has taken control of the game. He's been the receiver that's been the recipient of maybe some doubles on Oldinger tonight. There's the kick, and we're underway, and Oldinger will field it at the 16. Straight ahead return 20. 25-30, got a seam. 35-40, he's out near midfield, and he'll be slammed down to the turf just shy. 33 yards on the return, and he was a blur away from going the distance. Athletes in space. Name of the game for both these teams. They each have them all over the field. That's why you just kind of knew this thing had the makings of an instant classic. 2-by-2 look for receivers. Zedike with a running back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him, and the carry goes to Kellen Beals, and he'll get we got a yard, maybe 2 on the carry. Knifing in there to get in on the stop for Paulding was Stiltner, and it'll be second down. By the way, Marion Local has scored, so it's down to a 1-score game now, 19-14 Versailles late in the third quarter. Zedike, little flare to the far side, and nothing doing. Hit immediately and dropped his Mead, and Mann said, "How do you do?" That is a short gain of about a yard, and it'll be third down and 8 for Fairview at the 49-yard line of Paulding. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. 24-16 Panthers. Empty backfield for Zedike. Zedike with plenty of time. Over the middle, got a man. He climbs the ladder to make the grab. Reception is made by Kellen Beals coming out of the backfield to the 31. He picks up 18 and another third down conversion. Fairview has been sensational on third down conversions tonight. Eden has taken the lead on Ottawa Hills 13-12. Eden, of course, coached by former Fairview head coach Bob Olin. First and 10 at the 32-yard line. Inside handoff, and it'll be Beals who will be slammed down at the point of attack. Maybe does fall forward for a yard on the play. Nick Boffman got the tackle. It will be second down and 9 from the 31-yard line. Ball resting in the middle of the field. Just underway in the second half. First possession of the second half. 24-16, Paulding with a lead. 3 receivers set to the left, 2 receivers to the right. So an empty look for Zedike. Zedike looks left, still looking. Now looks over the middle. Nothing. No pass rush whatsoever. Now dances his way away from traffic. 35-30. Stiff arm and is twisted down at about the 27-yard line. He's going to have about 4 on the Zedike run, and it'll be third down and 6. Another money down coming up here for Fairview. Paulding had a couple of series where they were able to get off the field in that first half, or at least get stops with INTs, but Fairview has been really, really good on third down tonight. Trips to the right, twins to the left, third down and 6. Zedike under edge, pressure, hit, ball is loose, strip sack, and Fairview got on it. What pressure coming off the edge, and that is where they've been able to attack Zedike tonight. A heads-up play to get on the football for Fairview and maintain possession. It was Lehman who got the ball knocked free. It's a loss on the play of 8, and now it'll be 4th and 12. Back at the 34-yard line, and the offense will stay out there. 8:45 to go. Third quarter, 24-16 Panthers. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Play clock at 3, and now movement. Doug Rakes is signaling it was Paulding. Paulding, of course, going the other way, and let's see who will get the call. After 3, Wayne Trace 35, Hicksville 21. Officials will come together. Ayersville has gotten a little closer, 34-20. Edgerton still leads. And it'll be an offsides penalty against Paulding. Okay, officials talked about it. And said that Paulding got into the neutral zone and caused Fairview to move. So now a little more manageable, a 4th and 7. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. 4th and 7 now at the 28-yard line. More edge pressure. Zedike gets away from the first wave, looks downfield, got a man open. Garza has a 1st and goal. Gavin Garza beat the Paulding defender. It's a gain of 22 and a 1st and goal coming up for Fairview. Spotted at the 9, so a gain of 20. It'll be 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Another money down conversion by Fairview. This time on a 4th down. 1st and goal at the 9. Beals and Garza in the backfield. 2 receivers set to the left, 1 to the right. It's a sweep to Garza, trying to get outside, and he doesn't have the speed that Mans does. And from behind, Jalen Mans tracks him down. That'll be Garza losing 2 or 3 on the run. Boy, he got there in a blur. So 2nd and goal back at the 12-yard line. 24-16 Paulding. Fairview on the doorstep with a 2nd and goal at the 12. Zedike, pump, looks, corner, end zone, overthrows Meade, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 12. Vandermeid already has a 26-yard field goal. You have a lot of football left here, so if you don't score a touchdown, you can inch a little bit closer potentially with Vandermeid. So this isn't 4-down territory necessarily for Fairview. 7:50 to go in the third. 24-16 Paulding on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Fairview with a 3rd and goal at the 12-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up. Play clock down to 10. Zedike getting his 3 receivers out to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Play clock at 5. At 3. Zedike gets the snap. Here's your 3rd and goal. Looks. End zone. Sliding attempt incomplete. And it'll be 4th and goal at the 12. It would be about a 29-yard field goal, and that's what Doug Rakes is going to try here. So Vandermeid, who already is good from 26, will come on. Zedike to hold. Again, this will be about 29 on the kick from the far side hash.
29-yard field goal attempt.
At the 7:44 mark to slice into the Paulding lead. Snap is a good one. Spot is down. Kick is on the way, and he may have pushed it left. He did. It's no good. And that drive will end there. 7:39 left in the third quarter. 24-16 our score with Paulding on top. We're going to stay right here. Edgerton and Ayersville suddenly exchanging scores. It's Edgerton now up 41-20 over Ayersville in that GMC matchup tonight. So Paulding's first possession of the second half will begin at their own 20 following the missed field goal. Hash mark far side. You're listening to Week 6 football on WBNO FM Bryan. So glad you could be with us here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. There's that diamond formation, kind of that pistol diamond look with a couple of running backs back there. Crossbuck, handoff goes, and Cooper hit at the point of attack is going to be dragged down for no gain. Gage Mullins got the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 10. That's only the 3rd carry of the night for Avery Cooper. It's been Mans's and Roanhouse's, the game plan in space, and so far has worked as they lead it 24-16. 2nd down, and they did give him 1 on the carry. So 2nd down and 9 coming up, and that pass too tall for Mans. Good coverage for Fairview by Elijah Aaron here, and now it'll be 3rd and 9 after that Hunt miss. 3rd and 9 from the 21-yard line. With 7:05 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers stack both ways out of the pistol formation. Hunt wants to throw. Hunt looks, middle, tipped, and incomplete. And now a late flag. They're going to call a late hit on Garza, I think, and say that the receiver and the play was already over.
Wasn't even catchable.
I think it's going to be a dead ball situation here. Liberty Center 27, Patrick Henry 6 late in the 3rd quarter. It's a tip ball, and they're going to pick the flag up. There will be no pass interference, which is what it potentially was discussed, but once they saw that it was tipped, and now a punting situation for Paulding. In the exchange, Olinger will go deep. 20-12, Eden with the lead over Ottawa Hills with 4:54 left in the 3rd quarter there. We have 7 minutes exactly left in our 3rd quarter. 24-16, Paulding. Here's the man's punt. Kicks it this way, and it's a bit of a shank. It will now take a Paulding roll, though, and they'll get about 10 extra yards on a ball that landed on their own 45, came back to the 45. So it will be 35 yards on the punt and no return, and a good start to this drive for Fairview on a 1st down and 10. Still a 1-score game at 24-16. Paulding on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Both teams now with a possession here in the 2nd half, although for Paulding it was a 3-and-out. Fairview will begin this drive at their own 44. They'll empty the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Man in motion to the far side is Grinnell Dennis. Zedike to throw. Steps up, fires in a little curl route. Pass is caught by Meade. He's at the sticks, lost it, but I think he got back on it. No, he didn't. Paulding recovered it. 3rd turnover of the night for Fairview. Meade had it punched free by Jordan Mans after a gain of 10 on the play. And the Panthers force another turnover. It's their 3rd takeaway of the game. And it'll be 1st and 10,
Newcomers
Paulding
Schaefer,
at their
Spangler,
own
and Breidinger have
47-yard
served
line.
Northwest Ohio for over 100.
So the Panther offense comes back out onto the field with 6:41 to play. They're in the pistol. Twins left and right. Cooper the running back. Hunt to throw. Hunt under some pressure. Goes to the far side. Coming back and now is smothered. He is smothered back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 11 for Hunt. Great pressure from Fairview that time and finally able to get home on Hunt. So now 2nd down and 21 back at the 36-yard line. Halfway through quarter number 3. It's 24-16 Paulding on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Paulding possession, moving right to left. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver right for Hunt, who's in the pistol. Hunt, quick pop, screen, pass is caught by Jordan Mans. He's at the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 39 on the play. And a 1st and 10. Short screen passes to Jordan Manns, Jalen Manns, Blake Roanhouse, and let them do their work in space. And it worked again, and we have a timeout on the field. 5:46 remaining here in the third quarter. Paulding up 24-16. They have a 1st and 10 at the Fairview 29 when we return.
Whether you need a simple repair or a complete overhaul on your vehicle, Batten Stevens Body Shop is your one-stop shop. Batten Stevens Body Shop on Independence Road in Defiance is the #1 voted body shop in the region. They're the only FCA, Ford, and GM certified body shop in all of Northwest Ohio. And they are your experts on all makes and models. Batten Stevens Body Shop, Defiance. Come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction.
We had an injury timeout, and it was Paulding here on the near sideline. It looked like a cramping issue for which Jalen Manns had the cramping issue here on the near sideline. 1st and 10 now, Paulding at the 29. Check it, it was Emmett Barnes who had the cramping issue. Emmett Barnes. 2 receivers right. 1 receiver left. In the backfield, Jalen Manns and Avery Cooper. And the pistol, they'll toss it to Manns. 35, good penetration, he got away. We're going to get a holding penalty on Cooper as he could not contain Brody Williams. Brody Williams blew that play up, and that was about the only thing Cooper could do was hang on to him for dear life, and it'll be a holding penalty to go against the Panthers. 5.5 to go, third quarter. 24-16 Paulding on the Andrews O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Fairview may decline the penalty, and they will. They'll take the down and the loss on the play, already of 4. So Jalen Manns, or 3. Jalen Manns lost 3, so they'll take the down. So it'll be 2nd and 13 Paulding. Back at the 32 of Fairview. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, pistol formation. Hunt with a pump, 1 to the go, not there. Hunt now under duress. Hunt throws downfield for Roanhouse. He made the catch, but I think he was out of bounds. And he was. Roanhouse just kept trying to stay alive. Hunt was staying alive. And Fairview had done a good job of extending their defense to use that sideline, the boundary, as an extra defender. So now it will be 3rd down and 12. 3rd and 11 back at the 31-yard line. Paulding probably 4-down territory here. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Pistol formation on 3rd and long. Hunt snaps it off near side. Pass is going to be caught. It won't be enough for a 1st down. Jackson Griffith, 1-7, not 1-2. He picked up 7 on the play. So now it'll be 4th and 5. And a big moment in this game. 4th and 5 for Paulding at the 24 of Fairview. 24-16. Paulding with the lead, trying to extend this drive. They break the huddle, play clock down to 10. 2-by-2 look, pistol formation, 4th and 5 at the 24-yard line. Hunt throws near side on the slant, pass is caught. If he spotted, ooh, that's a fairly generous spot. A generous spot. And now we're going to have to probably, nobody signaled yet, I think we're going to have to chain gang this one. And they will. It's at least 4, and if, boy, it is going to be close. At 4:37 to go, your measurement of the night here. They needed the 19. The nose is near the 19. It's going to be inches one way or the other. Hunt got it to a space for his athlete again to make a play. So now they'll walk the chains from across the field. High school football has not made the move quite yet to the virtual measurement that we're seeing at the NFL level. Down the road, probably, in some way, shape, or form. Maybe long after I'm gone. So now they're ready to extend things here. It's a big, big measurement. Chains are extended. He'll have the first down. So a 4th and 5 conversion. They get it by the nose of the football. Incredible. It did appear to be a fairly generous spot. But Paulding says we'll take it and we'll move on, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Leading at 24-16 here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. The drive continues for the Maroon and Camouflage tonight on Military Appreciation Night. 2 receivers right, wing to the left, pistol formation. Hunt turns, gives, Cooper, hole right side, turns it, spins inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line, cut down by Jonathan Huffman, but 5 for Avery Cooper. And it'll be 2nd down and 5. Game has gone final in the NWOAL. Delta shuts out Wauseon tonight, 17-0. 2nd and 5, Paulding at the 14-yard line of Fairview. 24-16 Panthers. Twins to the left. 2 setbacks, kind of an offset pistol in the backfield. It'll be a zone read keep from the 15. Hunt is slammed down by Grinnell Dennis at the 10-yard line. So he got 4 on the run. And it'll be 3rd and short. 27-12 now. Eden leads Ottawa Hills. Edgerton 41-27 lead on Ayersville. In a big one in the GMC because Edgerton's still very much alive in the conference race. They play all the heavy hitters yet. 3rd and a little more than a yard from the 10. Play clock at 8, at 7. Game clock at 3:10 left in the 3rd. Hunt breaks the huddle. 3rd and short. Mann's going to get the call. Hits in the backfield, but his second effort before Grinnell Dennis gets him is going to give him the first down and a gain of 2 on the play. And it'll be 1st down and goal from the 8-yard line. Montpelier and Whiteford has gone final. Whiteford 60-7 over Montpelier. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. This all after a Fairview fumble and Paulding chewing up some time here in the 3rd. Pistol formation, 2 receiver set to the left. They'll give it in the backfield. Cooper, he's into the secondary at the 5. Grinnell Dennis has to hang on for dear life and rides him down at the 3. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 3. And Paulding will be in no hurry. Fairview scores so quickly. Paulding's goal needs to be keep away here for the most part if they can. I mean, oh, there was a flag down. I beg your pardon. I did not see the flag. It's going to go against Paulding. So that will back them up now to make it a 1st and goal back at the 13-yard line. So 1st and goal at the 13. 2:20 and rolling to play in the 3rd. 24-16, Paulding with the lead. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left, straight pistol, Cooper in the backfield. Hunt throws, slant, pass, caught at the 5, and ridden down at about the 4-yard line is going to be Jordan Manns. Manns is brought down on the play by Aaron and Humpman, but he picked up 9. And it'll be 2nd and goal at the 4. Hash mark near side. Paulding trying to make it a 2-score game late in this 3rd. 24-16 Panthers. 1:35 and counting to play in the 3rd. Again in the pistol. 2 receivers set left, 1 to the right. Handoff, Manns right side, explodes into the secondary and is into the end zone for the touchdown. Jalen Manns from 4 yards out on the TD run, and it's 30-16 Paulding. What a drive. 10 plays and 53 yards. And now Paulding may go for 2 here. A couple of baseball updates. Texas 7, Cleveland 2. Detroit leads Boston 3-1 in the 7th. And Cincinnati and Milwaukee 1-1 in the 4th. Back to throw. Hunt into the end zone, too tall, and it's incomplete. So it remains fully a 2-score game. 30-16. Paulding leads Fairview. We'll take a break and end the third quarter when we return on B-Rock Sports.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Well, an update here in this one. It is Paulding 30 and Fairview 16, and they have cashed in on the third Fairview turnover of the night. In fact, 2 of the 3 turnovers that Fairview has committed have been turned into Paulding touchdowns tonight. Now, a lot of football remains here. A quarter and then a minute 27. For this Fairview offense, but they already knew their hands were full. And now even more. And by the way, you know, an offense at 42 a night, and Paulding's held them to 16. Now again, Fairview has also committed the 3 turnovers tonight too, so that's played hugely into this. As Mans is ready to kick it away. He'll keep it on the ground. A dribbler. That's touched by Fairview, and Paulding came down the sidelines and recovered if he was in bounds. Easton Lehman got on it, but they say it's out of bounds. So Fairview avoids a major bullet here, which would have been the 4th turnover. One of the up men touched it. Easton Lehman got on it, but they say it was either rolled out of bounds or when he possessed it, he was out of bounds. Either way, it's Fairview ball at their own 35-yard line. And a huge sigh of relief coming from the Fairview faithful. So now Fairview with a minute 23 left in the third will have a 1st and 10 at their own 35. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. A little curl route. Pass is going to be caught on the play by Jonathan Huffman. It's a short gain of 4. Roanhouse made the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Actually, he got 5 on the play. So 2nd down and 5 from the 40. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right with 1 running back. Zedike on a half roll to the left, fires, and it is incomplete. And now it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. So 3rd and goal at the 5. Marion Local has taken a 20-19 lead on Versailles with under 3 to go. You don't win 69 in a row without showing a little resilience. Back to throw, and it's juggled, and did he hang on to it? No, it's incomplete. Brody Williams, the target. It was off target, and now Fairview, down 2 touchdowns, has a 4th and 5 at their own 40. And Doug Rakes is at least thinking about it. If not, going to pull the trigger and go for it. He's going to go for it. How about this? 4th and 5 at their own 40. And this military crowd comes to life in Paulding. Zedike, lots of time. Flustered, runs to the left. Zedike on the move. Turns the corner, dives, and gets the 1st down. What a play by Will Zedike. He ran a long ways to get 6 yards. And another clutch pickup for Fairview. That's some trust in your offense, and they cash in. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Or 46-yard line, beg your pardon, from their own 46. Olinger in motion. They fake the bubble. Now Zedike is just going to slither and get a yard, as that takes us down inside of 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Getting up, I think a little slowly, was Easton Lehman. He's favoring his hand or his wrist right now. 2nd down and 10. Fairview's down to 6 seconds. Are they going to get a snap off, or is this quarter going to come to an end? 2nd down and 10 at their own 46. Zedike does not get a snap off, and there will not be another snap. 3 in the books in Paulding County. The collision of unbeatens sees Paulding lead Fairview 30-16. You're listening to Week 6 coverage of high school football on B-Rock Sports.
Hi, it's Nick Toole from Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Wauseon. Have you ever tried sleeping on a mattress so bad, even your dog wouldn't nap on it? Yeah, we've been there. Backaches, cranky mornings, and coffee that just doesn't work hard enough. At Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Wauseon, we believe furniture should fit your life, not fight it. Whether you need a Lazy Boy sofa or recliner for movie marathons, or a comfortable White Dove or Serta mattress that doesn't attack your spine, we've got you covered. Sleep better, sit longer, smile more. Your body and your Netflix binge will thank you. And don't worry, we're local, right here in Wauseon. So pop into our 15,000 square foot showroom to find your perfect fit today. Tell us the radio sent you, and we might even laugh at your jokes. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress, so comfy you'll stop visiting your in-laws.
Well, we move to the fourth quarter of this one, 30-16. Paulding with the lead. Fairview will have a 2nd and 10 at their own 46-yard line to begin this fourth quarter. Down 2 touchdowns. 27-12, by the way. Eden leads Ottawa Hills in the fourth quarter. Zedike with a 5-wide look. Zedike slings it near side. Olinger, who has been quiet tonight, makes the catch. He spun forward for a gain of 11 on the play, and that'll be a first down for the Apaches. 1st and 10 at the 43 of Paulding. 30-16 Panthers on the Andres O'Neill and Low scoreboard. Trips to the right, Twins to the left, so the empty backfield. Back to throw Zedike. Zedike pump, looks, wants the big one, wants Meade, and it's incomplete. Good coverage down the near sideline. That near side coverage from Jalen Mann. Beg your pardon, Emmett Barnes. Barnes, who's back in there, had that cramping issue earlier. Stops the clock. And 11:34 remaining in regulation. 2nd and 10 Fairview at the 43-yard line of Paulding. 2 receivers both ways. The 2 to the left are stacked on each other. Back to throw. Here's that edge pressure again. They almost got home. Pass to the near side. Reception is made by Kellen Beals. Tightropes his way inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. He'll get 5. And now it'll be 3rd and 5. If you just went for it a moment ago on your side of the field, you're in 4-down territory here to go for it here at the 37. It'll be 3rd and 4. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left on this 3rd down and 4. Zedike, near sideline. Pass is going to be caught by Olinger inside the 30 to the 28, so he got 9. And that'll move the chains. Punched out of bounds by Emmett Barnes. But the drive stays alive. 48-27, Edgerton on their way to 5-1. And they'll be 2-1 in the league. They still play Paulding, Fairview, and Tenora in the final 4 weeks. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Back to, quarterback run. And Zedike able to crash his way inside the 25, but we do have markers down behind the play. Holding penalty against Fairview will negate the Zedike run. Double-digit play drive here for Fairview, and going to have to find their way into the end zone here, down 2 touchdowns. Tenora 35, Antwerp 12 in the fourth quarter of play. Penalty will bring them back to the 38. So 1st and 20 for Fairview. From the 38 of Paulding. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. 11 minutes to play. It's 30-16 Paulding. Renell Dennis in motion to the far side. Back to throw. Zedike with lots of time. Over the middle and climbing the ladder to make a great catch is Olinger. That was sailing on Zedike, and Olinger rescued him and brought it down at the 26. Picked up 12. Mans on the tackle, and that's Jordan Mans. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now from the 26-yard line. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Right on the ball is Fairview on 2nd down and 8. Zedike surveying. Zedike flushed. Zedike under pressure. Gets away from one. He's at the 35. Looks downfield from the 30 for the end zone. Incomplete through the end zone. And it'll be 3rd and 8 and an injured Panther down on the turf. Final score in a wild one. Evergreen 41, Bryan 38. That has gone final in the NWOAL. 41-38 Evergreen. So they'll tend to the Paulding Panther. It'll be a 3rd and 8 when we come back. 10:23 left, 30-16. Paulding leads Fairview.
Huddle up, hometown fans. State Bank is here to help you win big this season. Whether you're driving toward a new home, passing on your savings to the next generation, or making the winning play with a business loan, we say, put us in, coach. Make the switch to State Bank. You'll get the home field advantage for all your financial needs. Loan subject to credit approval, yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 403044.
And still working on the injured Panther. Yes. And they are now helping him up. It's Easton Lehman, who was down a little bit earlier in this drive, or in this half, I should say. So it'll be a 3rd and 8 for Fairview at the 26 of Paulding, trailing Paulding 30-16, 10:23 left. By the way, both teams, all 3 timeouts remaining. 3 receivers set to the right, 2 receivers set to the left for Fairview. Empty backfield for Zedike. Zedike with 4 coming to get him, trying to get home. Pressure comes, hit as he throws, it's incomplete. Perfect timing on the pressure. And coming to get him was Stiltner. Wow. And he got to him at the right moment. So they've already cashed in on a 4th down on this drive on their own side of the field. They'll go for it again. 4th and 8 at the 26-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Back to throw. Looking. Zedike. Caught it. Meade for the 1st down. And another 4th down conversion to the 13-yard line as he gets 13 on the play. By the way, Marion Local rallies from 12 down. They now make it 70 in a row. They win tonight 20-19 over Versailles. 1st and 10 at the 13. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. 1st and 10 at the 13. Inside handoff, Renell Dennis to the 10, to the 5, stretches, he's short. He's at the 1, so he got 12, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Inside of 10 minutes to go, with Paulding up 30-16. Fairview trying to rally. They've had to rally earlier in the year against Wauseon back in week 1. This is Olinger ready to get a direct snap in a version of a Wildcat. Straight ahead run, hit, and powered backwards. He got, they signal touchdown. Olinger broke the plane, is the signal from the side judge. I mean, there's still a little confusion. So Olinger gets the touchdown from a yard out. as Eden now leads 34-12 over Ottawa Hills. So is he in? There is a signal now, finally, of a touchdown. So it's 30-22. And now Fairview is running a unit onto the field to go for two. Nope, the kicking unit's out there. Okay, there's Vandermeid. I mean, there was just some hesitancy on the signal even coming for a touchdown. Here's the extra point try, and Vandermeid able to bang it through, and we've got a one-touchdown game at 30-23 with 9:53 to go in the football game. We're going to keep it right here. Liberty Center and Patrick Henry has gone final. Liberty Center pounds PH 35-6 in the NWOAL tonight. Here it's 30-23 with 9:53 left in this one. And a drive for the ages for Fairview when they needed it. 14 plays, 65 yards, and cashed in on not one but two fourth downs. Gutty drive, resilient drive by a veteran, experienced, talented team to get it to a one-touchdown game. Now it's Paulding. Can they answer and sustain anything? Fairview has flipped a little momentum their way with 9:53 remaining in this one. Terrific matchup here tonight, has played out as we hoped. Jalen Manns is going to drift deep. One of the explosive dudes in this Paulding machine. Again, all three timeouts remain for both teams. Wayne Trace, 54, Hicksville, 21. That's gone final tonight in the conference. Those finals starting to roll in now. So let's see what the strategy is here for Fairview. Manns is the only guy deep. Van Paulding's thinking maybe onside from Fairview, but Fairview kicks it away. They were kicking it away all the time, and that'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, you got 9:53 to go. There was no way Doug Rakes was thinking onside there. Not a chance. You got to trust your D to make some plays here when you need them. You have virtually the entire fourth quarter. 9:53. I know there's some time off. You have all three timeouts. There was never, I don't even think, probably a thought of any kind. 1st and 10 Panthers at their own 20. And now they are the ones. Paulding has, up until that drive, they had owned the time of possession, and it extended their lead here in the first half, or in the third quarter, second half. Hunt with the the keep on the zone read keep, and he'll slice his way for 5 out to the 25-yard line. Tripped up on the play by Mendez, but Hunt runs for 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from their own 25-yard line. Paulding will be a little more deliberate again here. Run their offense like they normally do, but I don't think you're going to see a lot of snaps in the teens, or at least I would be stunned if they did. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Cooper is the running back. They do snap quick, fire a quick screen. Manns on the catch on the far side, and that is Jordan Manns, who pounds his way across the 30. Ball is loose, Fairview says. The officials haven't signaled anything yet. Fairview kid walks away with it. The officials have not signaled anything other than it looks as if they're spotting it, and they're spotting it and saying it's dead ball. The ball was down, and it's Paulding ball. So a first down out to the 31-yard line. Pickup of 7 there. 1st and 10 Panthers at the 31, hash mark far side. Moving left to right. Under 9 remaining, 30-23 Paulding. 2 receivers right, wing and a receiver to the left. Inside handoff, and bouncing it right side is Cooper for about a yard, and that's it. Good tackle there in the open field for Fairview by Grinnell Dennis. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 32-yard line. Andy Brigle with you here. Friday night football on Military Appreciation Night in Paulding. A couple of 5-0 teams. The only two 2-0 teams in the GMC to begin play tonight. We thought it would be dynamite, and it has been. 8 and change to go. 30-23 Paulding. Paulding possession. They have a 2nd and 9 at the 32. Play clock down to 7 and counting. Pistol formation. 2 receivers set to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Hunt with a play action. Hunt wants to throw. Hunt looks down the field, throws into coverage. It's up for grabs. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Huffman off the ricochet. And Paulding got a little bit greedy, and they commit their first turnover of the night. It's exactly what Paulding needed. It's gone final in Ayersville. Edgerton wins 48-27. And now Huffman comes up with the takeaway of the night if you're a Fairview fan. He'll take it at the 32-yard line. That really never had a chance to be successful because there was all kinds of Fairview Apaches where that ball was being thrown. Paulding receivers were bunched together. Somebody didn't run the right route, and then Hunt forced it and paid the price. So now Fairview 1st and 10. Quick screen to the far side is Sales on Zedike looking for Garza, and Sales out of bounds. And that'll stop the clock at the 7:49 mark remaining in regulation. 30-23 Paulding on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. I might have said 32. From the 27-yard line. Empty backfield. Zedike wants something over the middle. Got a man. It's off a couple of hands and then caught by Grinnell Dennis, and then it's taken away. But they say that Grinnell Dennis is down. Or is it going to be incomplete? It's ruled incomplete. Okay. So incomplete pass. That was bang, bang. So 3rd down. They said Grinnell Dennis never had it. So 3rd and long. Man's dropping back in coverage. Got a hand on it. 3rd down and 10 at the 27. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Zedike, pressure off the edge. Steps away. Zedike on the move. Gonna run. Zedike looks for the sticks, and I think he's gonna be right at them. He needed to get to the 37, and nope, he's gonna be spotted at the 36. He got 9, it appears, on the run. And it'll be 4th and 1. 4th down and 1. They already have cashed in on a couple of 4th downs on the last drive, so you know they're going for it here.
First down.
And now the officials will stop play. Doug Rakes has been barking at that side judge about the spot. So it's either 4th and 1 or a conversation moves the spot here for a first down. Right now it's sitting at the 36, and that if it's that spot, that's short. They need the 37. 7:02 remaining. 30-23 Fairview. We're in the 4th. It is the battle of unbeatens. It has been fantastic. The spot stays. 4th and 1 at their own 36. Fairview in the half, 2 for 2 on 4th downs. Clock is moving. Olinger in the Wildcat, and they have a bunch of extra linemen. Olinger, the snap, straight ahead run, 1st down and more, and cut down at the 40. Olinger gets 4 on that run. And a 1st down Fairview out to the 40-yard line. 3 4th down conversions in the half. 1st and 10, Apaches at their own 40. Trips to the right, deuces to the left. 1st and 10 from the 40, empty backfield. Little curl route, Olinger hit, as he makes the catch and a gain of 3. The lumber laid by Jalen Manns. Those are the ones you feel on Saturday and Sunday. But he hung on to it. He knew he was going to pay the price. 2nd down and 7. From their own 43, midway through the 4th, 30-23 Fairview. We're heading to a fantastic finish, it appears. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Zedike had some crossers, now looks over the middle. It's going to be broken up. Good read on the football that time by Blake Roanhouse, and a great break on the ball as well. Almost came up with a pick. 3rd and 7 from the 43. Again, both teams, all 3 timeouts remaining. 3rd down and maybe closer to 6, because that ball is spotted with the tip of the ball at the 44. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left with a single setback. Zedike with time. Zedike now dancing away from some late pressure. Zedike, a couple of twirls. He's away from, look at this movement. Now he looks downfield. He's got a man open, and it is caught. Is he inbounds? He is.
The hell is that?
And now the officials are going to confer, and they say it is a catch at the 28. But a flag is down. Back where Zedike delivered. He was the definition of Houdini on that play. He did a couple of 180s to get away. Personal foul, roughing the passer on Paulding. Incredible. That's all you can say about that individual effort by Will Zedike. Incredible. It's 34 on the gain. And I didn't see who made the grab on that far side. Who caught Ellinger with the catch on that? Ollinger on that catch on that side, which is a great grab. He helped his quarterback, came back a little bit to the ball, and then tiptoed on the sidelines. And then they get a penalty added on the roughing the passer, and now it will bring them all the way down to the 14-yard line. Prime scoring position with 5.5 to go. 1st and 10 at the 14. Inside give, Grinnell Dennis slithers away from some traffic and is down inside the 10. Got it down to about the 8, so he gets 6 on the run, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. So 2nd down and 4. They'll quickly get to the ball. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Another handoff to Grinnell Dennis. He's hit in the backfield and stymied and stifled back at the 9. He'll lose a yard on the run. That Eden-Ottawa Hills game has gone final. 34-12, I believe, is what that final will be. If Fairview wins this game, 3rd and 4th down conversions are going to be the storyline. It is 3rd and 5 back at the 9. 30-23, Paulding, 4.5 to go. Play clock, still plenty of time on it. Fairview is making certain on this play call here. They're not in as big a hurry. Doug Rakes signaling in. Grinnell Dennis remains in the backfield. 2-by-2 look. Zedike surveys, fires, back end zone, incomplete. Didn't give his receiver a chance there on that one as it sailed out of bounds. And now it will be 4th down again. 4th and 5 at the 9. Fairview trailing Paulding 30-23, 4:16 remaining. Fairview is perfect on the night on 4th down conversions. Simply incredible. 5-wide look. Trips to the left. Twins to the right. Ollinger in motion far side. Zedike empty. Pump. Steps away. Tripped up, but he kept his balance. Zedike to the end zone. It's incomplete, but we have flags down. And Zedike remains down. It's going to be a hold on Fairview. Jim Menzie will decline the penalty, but the bigger storyline is Will Zedike, who is still on the turf. It was a clean hit. He took a violent but clean hit. And the magic on fourth down finally runs out. So now they'll look at Will Zedike with 4:09 remaining. This thing, don't think of going anywhere yet. It's still a one-score game. Paulding takes over deep in their own territory, and Fairview has all 3 timeouts left. We'll catch our breath and come back for the Paulding possession in just a moment.
The Jewel Grain Company is your locally owned and agricultural company with locations in Jewel, Ney, Okolona, and Defiance. They offer a range of services including grain storage, transportation, and marketing. The Jewel Grain Company, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches and all area athletes.
Wow, so the gasp from Fairview fans was the injury to Zedike, and Will Zedike is up and walking off under his own power. Meanwhile, there is another Apache down back inside the 5, and he's flat on his back. I never saw numbers. I'm not even going to speculate there. And they'll help him up, and that is Brody Williams, I beg your pardon. Brody Williams, who now is sitting straight up on his backside. So Paulding gets a stop finally on fourth down. Fairview, it had been the year of living dangerously tonight on third, and in particular fourth down. They had been so clutch all night, and then got the stop as Zedike was hit as he delivered, and that hit made the throw sail high. Pressure was from Nick Boffman, but then, of course, they declined because it was a stop on downs, and now Paulding will take over, and we'll see when Doug Rakes starts to use his timeouts. It'll be a 1st and 10 Paulding at their own 9-yard line is where this drive will start. Leading it 30-23. Pistol formation. Cooper in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left. Cooper gets the handoff. Cooper running off the left side. Not a lot of running room. He's squeezed at the 10. Got only 2 on the carry, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. Grinnell Dennis filling the hole nicely there. 2nd down and 8. Didn't use a timeout yet. Still a lot of time. 3:45 remaining. 2nd down and 8. Paulding at their own 10-yard line, moving left to right. Hash mark far side. 30-23 Panthers in a matchup of 5-0 teams. The game of the night. Well, in our immediate area, Versailles pushing Marion Local was the game of the night, but in our immediate area, this is it. Paulding bleeding the play clock down to 5. Hunt wants to throw. Pump looks to sliding grab. Did Roanhouse get it? He caught it at the 17. He's going to be short of the 1st down, though, by about a yard on the play. Maybe closer to 2. It'll be 3rd, about 1.5 to 2 here for the 1st down. The next snap is going to come under 3 minutes to go in regulation. Paulding 30, Fairview 23. Jim Menzie may bring this thing all the way down and spend one of his timeouts because Paulding still hasn't broken the huddle yet. And that's exactly what he's going to do. On the down of the night coming up here. And there's the Paulding timeout. It comes with 2:36 remaining. Paulding nursing a 30-23 lead. As we stay right here, they will go for, or I'm sorry, they will have a 3rd down and 2 coming up from their own 17-yard line. Again, Fairview has all 3 timeouts left. Paulding now down to 2 timeouts remaining. What a matchup here tonight. So often you build these things up and you get let down. Case in point, I don't know how much of a build-up, probably more of a build-up in Henry County, Liberty Center and Patrick Henry, but you kind of always felt Liberty Center was just the more powerful, physical, dominant team, and they muscled their way to that win here tonight. They were just better than Patrick Henry. Tonight, this was a matchup where you just felt these are 2 evenly matched football teams. It has played out. We've seen big plays in space. We've seen some defensive stops here and there. We've seen plays on 3rd and 4th down. Here's a big 3rd down for Paulding. 3rd and 2 at their own 17 from the pistol formation. Hunt with 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, and there's movement on Paulding. Oh, I don't know that there's a discussion worthy of having here. I just think Paulding flinched. It's bad enough to have a pre-snap penalty, but it's exasperated when it's pre-snap coming out of a timeout, if it is indeed on Paulding. And it is. Yikes. If Paulding doesn't hang on and win the game, and that's a play that comes back to bite them, I wouldn't want to be in the Saturday morning film session, that's for sure. 3rd and 7 now. It's a completely different play call now on 3rd and 7 for the Panthers. Back at their own 12-yard line. The line to gain is the 19. Hunt, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Pistol formation. Hunt, quick, fires, tipped, incomplete. It went off a Paulding receiver and then went off of Shady Fritch's hands as well and out of bounds. And now Paulding's going to need the left leg of Mans to try to get a little field position here. 2:32 left in this one. And Fairview is going to get another opportunity. It's just a matter of where they'll start. Olinger, the dangerous return man, waits near midfield. Jalen Mans on to punt. One of the better punters in the league. And has been good tonight except for 1 kick. This one's high but really short. Olinger says get away from it. It takes a Fairview bounce and comes back near the 35-yard line. So a very short field to work with here for the Apaches. They'll start. That is only a 24-yard punt. No return, but now 35 yards separates Fairview from a potential tying touchdown. Or do they go for the game winner? Interesting call, but got to get in the end zone first. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right. First down and 10 at the 35. Zedike back to throw. Zedike slings far side. Pass is going to be caught by Williams. He'll battle his way down to the 26-yard line and have 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 26. We're moving down towards 2 minutes to go in regulation. 2nd and 1, empty backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Zedike again, the little stop route for Williams, and he threw that one low and away and incomplete. So now we're down to 2:09 left. 30-23 Fairview, trailing Paulding. 30-23, Paulding in front. Fairview a 3rd and 1 at the Paulding 26. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Grinnell Dennis is the big physical back in the backfield. On the zone read, he'll get it. And backs his way for the first down. Great second effort by Grinnell Dennis to get 3 and move the chains. A fresh set of downs for Fairview. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line of Paulding. Hash mark far side. Fairview with all 3 timeouts left. Paulding has 2 remaining. 1:50 left in this thing in regulation. Trips to the left. Twins to the right. 1st and 10 at the 22. 30-23 Paulding on the Andres O'Neill and Low scoreboard. Zedike with a hard snap count now gets it. Pump, looks, sideline, end zone, up for grabs. Huffman got it. Touchdown! Jonathan Huffman tipped it to himself and made the grab, and it's 30-29. What an individual play. And now, what is Doug Rakes going to decide here? Huffman with a terrific individual effort. And it looks as if Fairview is going for the lead. Onions from Doug Rakes for the lead in regulation. 2 receivers both ways. Zedike with Grinnell Dennis, and now a timeout going to be taken by Paulding. That will leave them with only 1 and a minute 33 left. What more can you ask for? A rally from 2 touchdowns down to make it a 1-point game. And now Doug Rakes and company want the lead. Vandermeer is pretty much a shoe-in for an extra point, although they did get 1 block tonight, but it's not his leg. So they're bypassing the extra point attempt to go for the lead now with a minute 33 remaining.
Coach, tell him to run it out of
Zedike just hit Huffman for the touchdown to bring it to a 1-point game. It is 30-29. So interesting play call coming up here on what you do. You have athletes all over the field.
Okay.
30-29, Paulding clinging to the lead. No second guess. Doug Rakes again has the offense out there. Zedike has Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. 2x2 receiver set both ways. For the lead, a rollout for Zedike. Throws front corner. Huffman with the catch. And Fairview has the lead. They do it to make it 31-30 with a minute 33 left in regulation. Incredible. Zedike had a tight window to squeeze that thing into. Huffman ran a pristine route in that front corner, and Zedike buried it between the ones, and it's 31-30. Fairview in front. Don't go away. Paulding has a $133, and they have their own set of athletes that can make plays. We've seen it tonight. They do have, the board showing 2, but they've taken 2 timeouts, so they have just 1 timeout remaining. Paulding was trying to get, and still trying to get to 6-0 for the first time since 1988. They were 5-0 last year, so it's 2 straight 5-0 seasons. They had a 2-touchdown lead here in the second half. Fairview has scored the game's last 15 points. Fairview has converted on 3rd and 4th down after 3rd and 4th down tonight. And Paulding, that's been your storyline, just could not get off the field when they needed to with those leads. So now Vandermeer will tee it up. With a minute 33 remaining in this one. 31-30 Fairview. Here's Vandermeer, the run up and the kick, and he booms it deep. It will be Mans at the 5. He's at the 10. This is Jalen, 15, 20, got a block, 25. He's out to the 30, battles his way to the 32-yard line. Mans boys are just electric. You hold your breath when they get the ball in their hands. 1st and 10, so Paulding will have 68 yards to go to get a touchdown, but if they got close, I think they would try field goal, or at least think about it. They don't have as strong a kicking game as Fairview does with Vandermeer. So here's Hunt's time. Can he rally his team? 2 receivers far side, 2 receivers near side. Pistol formation, 3 down linemen, dropping 8. Hunt throws in the flat. It's incomplete. Wanted Griffith. Coverage over there by Zedike. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. Clock stops at a minute 21 remaining. It'll be a 2nd and 10 for Paulding at their own 32-yard line. Again, the Panthers with just 1 timeout remaining. Hash mark near side, moving left to right. 2 receivers both ways, pistol formation. Cooper the running back. Back to throw is Hunt. Hunt throws far side. It's a wobbler. It's up for grabs, and it's knocked away by Mans. Huffman had it in his hands, and then Mans played defender and punched it free. And now it will be 3rd and 10. That almost ended everything for Paulding. And now it'll be 3rd and 10 with 1:15 to go. Third down and 10 from the 32. 3 receivers go left. 2 Manses and Barnes. 1 receiver to the right, Roanhouse. Roanhouse in the pistol is Hunt. Hunt goes far side, too tall, incomplete. And now it will be 4th and 10, and the game is on the line with 1:11 to go. Fourth down and 10. The line, they need the 42-yard line to keep hope alive. So on 4th and 10, Paulding is going to spend their final timeout. We'll step out as well. The football game hangs on in the balance. A 4th and 10 for Paulding, down 31-30 when we come back.
The Fairview Athletic Boosters was formed in 1968 to support athletic teams at Fairview High School. The Boosters' goal for 53 years has been to promote good sportsmanship and give financial support for equipment and venue upgrades for all of their athletes. They try to back all their coaches and athletes on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the diamonds, on the track, on the course, and on the links. They also encourage fans to attend contests in person and root on the Apaches. For information on becoming a Fairview Athletic Booster member, go to the Fairview Facebook page or the Fairview website for details. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Apaches!
Well, if you're just joining in, what a matchup you have missed. 31-30, Fairview with the lead in this one over Paulding. 1:11 remaining. Paulding is staring at a 4th and 10 at their own 32. They're out of timeouts. They have to find their way to the 42-yard line. Stacking receivers both ways, 2 by 2. Back to throw is Hunt. Pressure over the middle. Hunt throws. It's caught at the 46. Season stays alive. A gain of 14 on the play. A little too much cushion that time from the DBs. I know you're nervous. You don't want anything behind you. 1st and 10 at the 46. They wind the clock at 1 minute to play. Hunt gets the snap. 2 receivers both ways. Hunt throws. It's through the hands of Jalen Mans. He just did not look that one in and falls incomplete. So we'll reset now, recalibrate. 2nd down and 10 for Paulding at their own 46-yard line. They just converted their own 4th down. They trail Fairview 31-30 with 57 seconds to play. No timeouts left for Jim Menzie and the Paulding Panthers. If Fairview needs them, they do have 3. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Pistol formation. Hunt gets the snap, play action. Hunt steps over the middle. It's broken up by Olinger. Ball was high, and Logan Olinger busted coverage on Roanhouse to break things free, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. What a great play on the ball. I know we have 61 combined points scored tonight, and I know we've seen some big plays given up, but we've also seen some athletic plays in the secondary to dislodge balls tonight. 3rd and 10. This is what you get when you bring 2 5-0 teams together sometimes. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. 3rd and 10 at the 46-yard line. Hunt hooks, looks, flush to the far side. Hunt on the move, throws downfield, juggled and caught. Mans at the 30, Mans at the 20, Mans at the 10, Mans for the end zone. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Jalen Mans, 54 yards. Ball pops free into the air, and then he stepped out of trouble, tiptoed his way to ecstasy for Paulding. 36-31. A game of conversions. And another one on third down. This one delivered from Paulding. It's 36-31, and folks, there's still 38 seconds left. If you don't think Fairview can score in that amount of time, you're nuts. "54 yards on the pass, Hunt to Mans. And now they'll go for 2, of course, because you want to get it to a 7-point game if you can. From the pistol. Snap comes. Hunt looking. Hunt moving. Hunt throws. Incomplete. 36-31. Paulding with 38 seconds remaining. And again, we keep it here. Just when you thought both teams at different points had enough dirt on their graves, out comes the hand, and they're both back from the dead. And right now, it's Paulding who has seesawed back out in front, 36-31. 38 seconds to play. I just had a buddy who lives in this community text me, and truer words have never been spoken. He said, I am not comfortable with 38 seconds on the clock, nor should he be. Because 38 seconds is a while, especially with this spread attack and the receivers and the talent and athletic ability that Fairview possesses. And 3 timeouts. And remember, a touchdown beats you. It doesn't tie anything. It beats you now. What a night. What a game. Happy to have you along, at least for part of this ride. Some of you a little longer than others. We've been so appreciative of it. We chose this thing, and you get those games where you got 5-0, and you just hope and pray and hope that you can find your way to a game like this and a potential finish like this. Well, one, not potential. We've already seen a fantastic finish, but maybe do we have more fireworks? Here's the kick. Man slides it downfield. It bounces off an Apache. Loose ball, and Paulding has it. That ends the game. A 4th Fairview turnover. Digs the final bit of dirt on the Apaches. Who would have ever thought the game would end that way? Unbelievable. It was line drive all the way. The high carom off one of the up men, and Paulding has it. And for the first time since the first Bush was in office, Paulding will be 6-0. 1988, the year. And now it's just kneel downs. It's clean snaps. Drop your knee. We'll see if Fairview takes timeouts. And they will. They have 3. You just hope now for a miracle of a poor snap. This is where the shotgun comes into play sometimes. So that leaves us 25 seconds to play. And Fairview down to 2 timeouts remaining. That is a 4th giveaway. They had 2 picks and now 2 fumbles from Fairview tonight. We just did a game last week where the team that was +3, Wayne Trace Edgerton, Wayne Trace pulled off the upset. I mean, there was no upset here tonight when you get 2 5-0 teams. But the team that was +3 in the turnover category, it appears as if is going to slide on out of here with a win. 36-31 Paulding, 25 seconds remaining. Fairview down to 2 timeouts. Paulding has it back at the 37-yard line, a 2nd and 16. Down in distance isn't the issue now of any case. It's just if you're Paulding, you get clean snaps and kneel down. Force Fairview to burn those last 2 timeouts. Again, Paulding runs the pistol offense, so they're used to this look, but got to be careful of anything. Anything can happen. Snap. It's a handoff, not a kneel down, and the run from Avery Cooper will net yardage to the 32-yard line. They'll pick up about 6 for Cooper. Fairview uses their next to last timeout. That'll leave us with 22 seconds remaining in this one and a 3rd and long. Next week, Fairview will be hosting Antwerp. Paulding will get Edgerton next Friday night on the road in a big showdown. Edgerton picked up a win tonight, bouncing back from the loss to Wayne Trace. So that'll be some kind of matchup next week. Paulding at Edgerton. 36-31. As it stands now, the Hunt to Mans TD pass is the difference right after Zedike had found Huffman for a touchdown, and as athletic of a grab as you'll see by John Huffman. He tipped it up in the air to himself. And then they got the 2-point conversion. Paulding cashed in on a 4th down when they needed to. Pistol again, 3rd and 11 with 22 seconds. Cooper has the ball. Cooper cuts inside the 30 down to the 27. He'll get 5. That'll be the last Fairview timeout now with 15 seconds to play. And it'll be 4th down. Fairview should get it, barring Paulding getting a first down. But they're not going to be able to kill 15 seconds. So Fairview at least is going to have it for another snap. Again, unless Paulding gets that first down to close it out. Back and forth we have gone in this one. Fairview jumped ahead 7-0. Then it was 7-6. Then on a safety it was 8-7 Paulding. Then they extended to 16-7. Fairview cut it to 16-13. Paulding built a 24-13 lead at one time, only to see it go to 24-16 at the half. Remember, there's a missed field goal in here, too, from Fairview of 29 yards out. Not that that is the difference in the game, but there were more points potentially missed there. Then it was 30-16 Paulding at one time before Fairview scored 15 straight to grab a 31-30 lead, only to see Paulding retake it at 36-31 now. So now a 4th and 7 at the 28-yard line. From the pistol, Hunt wants to throw. Hunt looks down the field. Hunt for the end zone, incomplete, and it leaves 10 seconds on the clock. So they'll give it up on downs, and you figure no more than 2 plays left for Fairview in this game. So the line of scrimmage will be their own 28-yard line where Fairview will have it. Do they possess any more magic? Fairview has no timeouts left. So the only thing, you get out of bounds, it stops the clock. And in high school football, a first down and move the chain still stops the clock. So maybe 2 plays. 5-wide look. Zedike throws to the near sideline. It's caught, and getting out of bounds immediately after a gain of 13 will be Meade. And now it leaves 5 seconds to play, and they need to go 60 yards. So now you have these plays in practice. Zedike can't throw a Hail Mary that far, right? So now you have these plays in practice where you start the laterals. The hook and ladders start now. Or maybe you get a defensive penalty to extend your life here tonight. Paulding is only rushing 3. They've got 8 men, 6 men on their side of the field and 2 near the 50. They brought another quarterback in there who throws it farther. It's Williams up for grabs. It's intercepted by Mans, and it's Jordan Mans who closes it out. Appropriately enough, on a 5th turnover is how the game comes to an end. And in Paulding, they can party like it's 1988, because that's the last time the Panthers started a season 6-0. Final score tonight. Paulding rallies, and they defeat Fairview 36-31. Stick around. A brief post-game wrap-up show. We'll have some awards to hand out and more coming your way on a Friday night on B-Rock Sports.
Bryan Home Center will be at Fall Fest this Saturday, uptown on the square in Bryan. Stop by their booth for huge savings, up to 60% off outdoor poly furniture, plus fall deals on indoor furniture and recliners. Don't miss Bryan Home Center at Fall Fest this Saturday in downtown Bryan.
Innovative Ag Management of Hicksville handles all of your ag needs. Chemicals, GPS soil testing, GPS fertilizer, lime and chicken manure application, corn, soybean, wheat, and small seed and more. Call Mike, Joe, or Ryan today at 419-658-8423. Innovative Ag Management, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
We welcome you back here as we begin our post-game wrap-up, and what an enormous win for Paulding football tonight as they knock off the Fairview Apaches 36-31 and get to 6-0 for the first time since 1988. Let's recap the scoring in this one tonight. Will Zedike got Fairview on the board first, fighting Drayden Grinnell Dennis on an 8-yard TD pass. It was 7-0 Fairview. Then it would be 7-6 as Paulding would go 5 plays and 54 yards as Colton Hunt would find Blake Roanhouse on a 27-yard grab. A safety forced by Paulding when they got an intentional grounding call on a scrambling Will Zedike in the end zone, made it 8-7 Paulding. Then Hunt hit Jalen Manns 53 yards on a pass to make it 16-7. Following that, it was an interception thrown by Fairview, a punt by Paulding, then Zedike to Grinnell Dennis for a second time for 16 yards to make it 16-13. Hunt had a 6-yard TD run and a 2-point conversion then, and Paulding extended to a 24-13 lead. Then Landrick Vandermeer drilled a 26-yard field goal just before halftime to make it 24-16. It would stay that way. Paulding would score on a Manns 4-yard TD run. That was a 10-play, 53-yard drive. And it was a 30-16 lead as they missed on the conversion after that. And then Fairview would rally. A 14-play, 65-yard drive. Olinger, the final yard, made it 30-23. Paulding would turn it over, their only time of the night. Fairview, though, would give it up on downs. Then a Paulding punt gave it back to Fairview. Zedike would find John Huffman, front corner of the end zone. Doug Rakes went for 2 and got it to take a 31-30 lead with a minute and a half remaining in this game, or a minute 33 remaining in this game. And then just when you thought Paulding was dead in the water at their own 32, they had a 4th down from their own 46, converted on it, then had a 3rd down later, converted on that, and on the 3rd down, Hunt found Manns on the scoring drive and on the scoring pass, and Manns made a great grab, sidestepped one guy, stepped out of an ankle tackle of another guy, and went down the left sideline to get the lead. 36-31. Fairview would get one last crack at it from their own 38-yard line, but couldn't do anything with it. In fact, would turn it over for a 5th time tonight in this one. So all of that leading the way to a Paulding win, 6-0 overall, 3-0 in the conference. Fairview drops to 5-1 on the year, 2-1 in the GMC. What a night for our MVP, and that is Colton Hunt, who threw for 221 and those touchdowns that we mentioned, but he also rushed for, I'm going through 19, 29, 30, 38 yards, so he accounted for over 260 total yards of offense tonight. Had some great help from Roanhouse and Jalen and Jordan Mans as well here this evening tonight. So we are going to make Colton Hunt our MVP of the game tonight, and that's brought to you by Missy Stockman and April Whitty. Support for high school sports comes from Melissa Stockman and April Whitty at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. They are your Edward Jones financial advisors. For more information, visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Our collision of the game tonight is going to be a stick made by Nick Boffman in the hole of a run by quarterback Will Zedike, and he banged Zedike around on that hit. Very clean and physical hit. That's your collision of the game, brought to you by Bat and Stevens, voted the #1 body shop in the region. And don't come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction. Independence Road in Jewel, Bat and Stevens. And finally, the McMahon's Best One Tire, best play of the game, and what else could it be but the Colton Hunt TD pass to Mans for the game winner, and Jalen Mans got that game winner for the Paulding Panthers, covering the 54 yards on that drive after converting on 4th down to get the game winner tonight, 36-31. That is our McMahon's Best One Tire play of the game tonight. What a match. By the way, in a losing effort, Will Zedike, almost a Superman performance tonight, threw for unofficially 432 yards, and you get his totals of what he rushed for. You're approaching 500 yards, but not quite there. But in a losing effort, Will Zedike was again fantastic. You haven't heard the last of Fairview. They're going to be in that playoff chase. They're still potentially in the GMC chase as well. They need some help from Edgerton next week. And as now they don't control their own destiny. I want to thank Paulding Athletic Director, new AD Andy Mead, who did a great job hosting us here tonight. Also back at Control Center, i.e. our trailer on the BNO site, our second home away from home after the fire, Adam Gubernath, our morning guy, did a great job filling in tonight. Thanks to Goobs for doing that. The coaches for their time in prepping me this evening, and everybody here at Paulding, always a great time when we come here. What a wild one tonight, and a great one between two 5-0 teams. Final tonight, Paulding 36, Fairview 31. A brief rundown on the scoreboard show brought to you by Midwest Community Federal Credit Union starts now on B-Rock Sports. So long, everybody.